Yo, my people, then welcome back to the channel. Make sure you hit the like button, make sure you subscribe, and make sure you share the video, man. My
Yeah,
brother
man.
Twist, lateness is greatness and all of that.
Yeah, man.
But
DMT,
yeah, man.
DMT.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Hey,
Yeah, man. Yeah,
hey,
man.
we got
How far?
a couple man today. We can call it a full house. I start. Bottom right, he's back again. My brother DJB. What you saying, bro? Everything good?
All good, my brother. All good, all good. Hope you
Big
man
up
are all good
yourself.
as well.
Big up, big up, big up, big up.
DGB,
Yeah,
sorry.
man. Yeah,
Yeah.
man. Yeah, man. We're
And
good, man. We're good.
Moses is hiding. Like, I don't know what's going on. Like,
Why?
Moses said Madueke is better than Salah and that. But
That is wild.
Better than who?
is what I'm saying. The man are hiding. He can't believe.
You know what? Let me talk
Bro,
on
I
that
didn't
for
say
it,
that.
yeah?
You said that.
Because I explained it to Moses, right? I think he took it from something that DT said.
No.
You misunderstood what he was saying, my bro. I don't think he's saying that Madueke is going to be as good as Salah. I think what he's saying is the impact that Salah had when he came into Liverpool is a similar impact to what Noni can have for us. Being a player that didn't do well somewhere else, came and did very well where they are. That's not a wild statement. If you're trying to say that he's as good as him, then you're smoking the highest of wood.
I
hear that. Fair statement, actually. That's the context.
We'll get into it anyway. We'll get into it further.
Sorry, you never mean to take over your show. Sorry, Jason.
Nah.
Aston Villa
It's
will be
always
tough,
good. This is just
man.
the intro. You get me? We send the shots for Merley. Man are saying that the Budgeman's round the corner. It's mental. But yeah, we're also Jane. Yeah, what you saying, bro?
All good, man. Glad there's a Tottenham fan in here still. Can't lie.
Tease up.
Who's Tottenham? None of them drinks tonight on camera, bro. Don't be seeing none of them tonight.
So we got 4 gooners and we're joined. I don't need to introduce myself, but we got a scumbag. My good friend. He got the win today. So we'll let him kick it all off. The boy Pigeon.
Let me bang some celebrations. Wait, hold on. Let me get my hands clear.
Nah, we want to see you do the Pigeon one. Do Richarlison.
Old type Nando's FC. Peri Chicken FC.
So Quagmire. do the
Reverend
Quagmire.
Shadow FC.
Come on. Right, that's why I'm showing my face, man. A win. We'll take that. A 1-0 against Crystal
You soon
Palace.
heard again, though. Don't worry, bro.
They'll go beat Palace and lose at home to Burnley or Wolves or something.
Wait,
you know
what?
Story. This is the Tottenham story. This is the story of the
Before I tag in Twist, I've got the craziest stat. Yeah. Tottenham in 2025. Furthermore, since I believe it's this November 2024, have only had 4 home wins in the Premier League. But that's not just the stat. Thomas Frank has now won more games away from home than Tottenham has at home in the whole of 2025.
No, guys.
Yeah.
And you man won them sacked, bruv. You man won them sacked.
You know, it is they feel embarrassed to have a stadium that new and be a team so dead. That's why they feel better playing on the road.
Aye. But my brother Twist, go on. Give us your thoughts on the game, man. You try and get your words in edgeways, but there's always gonna be shots. You're with the ops.
Yeah, there's gonna be shots firing, man. I'm with the gooners.
That's how I call him, man.
Yeah, our home record is shocking, but yeah, man, I think I don't even know what I'll put that down to. I feel the job's too big for Thomas Frank at times, so he might be overwhelmed at home, you know, with all that, the fans and all that. So I don't know. Our home performance has been shocking, but yeah, to get this win today, it doesn't mean much, but it does mean a lot at the same time, you know, because there's nothing to play for no more. That's what I mean by it doesn't mean much no more. We're not gunning for top 4, nothing. But it's a win, innit? We'll take that and escape
As much as I want you to suffer, you can't say that, bro. There's still half a season to go. You go on a run, it all turns around, bro.
But can you see this Tottenham team going on a run, though?
Bro, the only place I want to see you lot run into is the Championship. But I've got to be real. Like, end of the day, you got a lot of players injured, and they could come back and have an impact, couldn't they? You got to be real, man.
You're right. That's true. That's true, but yeah, man, it sucks to be a fan still. Sucks to be a Tottenham fan all year round. Every year. Every fucking year, blood.
Come join the right team then, bro. Come join the right team.
Fuck all that. Fuck all that.
Renounce that foolishness.
Your glory days are behind
you. We can give you a baptism right now into the Arsenal familia.
This is Arsenal familia, bro.
We're good over here. We're good over here.
Nah, ain't good over there, bro. It's never been good over there.
These Arsenal fans have been trying to sign me for a few weeks, so I might go on loan, man.
Bro, just let it all work out, man. Let it all work out.
I don't have you on socials, bro. I swear down. You are so lucky, bro. I can't lie. The first time I joined this stream, my man was on to me. Tottenham got a good performance in or something. Do you remember, Blacker?
But they beat us. They beat us in the derby in pre-season.
I was meeting them for the first time. I felt heartbroken. Since then, it's been a love-hate relationship.
Yeah, blood. Yeah, man. Fuck Tottenham. Fuck Arsenal more, though, man. But you get me. Yeah, Tottenham's a heartbreaking team,
Nando's, bro.
Heartbreaking club.
Don't worry about us, man. We're taking it game by game this season, man. We're good, man.
Come on, a big people conversation, fam. Little man keep to little man things, eh? You lot stay down that side of the Seven Sisters Road.
Aston Villa's gonna pack you lot in, man. Just worry about that.
Nah, revenge is coming, my friends.
What excuse are they gonna come up with next?
There's no excuse to come on, man.
We're winning that game 2-1. Joker has penalty and our own goal. Watch, I'm telling you. We'll take that. Trust me, own goal again, ole.
Hope Watkins don't try and impress his boyhood.
Nothing's gonna change.
Hope Watkins don't try and impress the dream club still.
Bro, they've got no Matty Cash. They've got no Matty Cash and no Kamara in it. They're big misses, bro. Big misses. Matty Cash.
Ooh, play Martinelli. I can't lie, play Martinelli.
Bro, they're gonna have to play some guy who's been injured for 10 months. He's on the bench at right back, or they're gonna play that freshie Bogarde, whatever his name is, bro. So it's like,
I need some pace. I can't lie. I need some pace.
Bro, have you not seen what he does before he plays? He does the little dance ritual before he plays on the field, bro. Whenever he plays, he does a little dance move to himself. I said, this guy, stay far away from him, bro. He's the type of guy, he'll have the game of his life against Arsenal.
Oh yeah, but you know that always happens, bro. Players who we are literally the biggest charity going. Ain't scored in 15 games, come to the Emirates, mate.
Yeah,
I can see them playing constant.
Come to the Emirates, ain't played for a few weeks, turns into prime Buffon, bro.
But obviously,
and Petty is the best example of that, bro. Couldn't hit a barnyard door at Arsenal. First time he comes out with Palace, pong, straight in the net. And that's no shade, you know, because I love Eddie still.
Speaking of Eddie and Palace, they failed to get the job done. But Twist, give me your actual thoughts on the game. You must have watched it.
I'll be honest, I didn't even watch it, bro. I didn't even watch it, bro. I swear down. The timing. You know we're 1 hour ahead now, bro. Like, so I just missed it by the timing, bro. I missed the timing, bro.
Fake fans since you've been playing bad, but don't want to hear it, bro. Look at you.
Listen, you done it on purpose.
This is what I've done. I've done the no look.
I see even my man. I was watching a stream earlier. That George from the Tottenham fan now, George, man's like, I'm not watching the game. I'm going to a function. That's probably what you was on, Bev.
Yeah. Well, to be honest, I was looking for it. I missed the timing, man. I missed it.
I missed the game.
Bro, I don't get that, bro. Win. Even in the darkest of times, I was still going to the Emirates, bro. These colours don't run, bro. North London,
I missed the game, bro. I missed the game.
We're through in the Champions League. We're gonna win it, and I got myself a ticket for Milan away. Do you see how it goes, bro? Gonna go over Milan and noise.
I need it.
Yeah. You man got that strong belief.
That's what Blacker was saying, bro. We need to win it.
Brother, if you have the faith of a mustard seed, you can move mountains. Brother, my faith can't be broken. My faith can't be broken.
Blacker, do you still think we can win it? The Champions League.
Yeah. Like I say, we'll get on to Arsenal. Did any of you man watch the Tottenham game?
You know what I did? I watched it. The first one, obviously the disallowed goals definitely changes the scoreline. But what you got to remember, right, is I'm not taking anything away from Tottenham's win, right? But they're coming up against a Palace side that for the first time in their history, I think, are having to play 3 times a week, playing every 3 days, right? Europe stretching them left, right, and centre. They were knackered playing us. So I don't even know how we let them back into the cup game because they were absolutely knackered. You could tell,
bro.
Right? They're struggling. See, Palace. Where are you? Obviously, I don't live in London anymore. But when I used to live in London, that was my local team. So as much as I'm a gooner through and through, I do have a soft spot for the Palace as well. Got a lot of love for them. Some good people there.
And they gave us variety. So.
Do you know what I mean? They'll bounce back from that. It's just, again, I think it's the fixture build up is just getting them. They haven't got the biggest squad in the world. Do you know what I mean? But what they do have is they have an academy packed full of young players, and I think they'll start bringing 1 or 2 through soon.
AFCON as well, no?
AFCON, yeah, AFCON. I don't know who's gone for them at AFCON.
That's gone. And then Munoz is injured as well.
That man have got nothing compared to Sunderland, bro. Sunderland got 7 first-team players at AFCON, bro. That is yeah.
Hey, wait, where's Sunderland on the table?
Sunderland.
They're
back
6th.
What?
Yeah, they
could afford that.
No, they must have dropped down a little more. Still, must be like 7th.
Guy, I'm telling you now, Calvin Lewin could squeeze into this England squad if he carries on his way. I am telling you that now, bro. Hey.
Yeah, I literally looked at
the options up top are thin, mate. You're only looking at Kane Watkins and a couple others, innit? So why not?
Yeah, like Calvin Lewin, he's got fitness at Leeds, bro. He didn't have that at Everton over years, bro. He's finally got fitness.
Bro, this is the reason why I say don't count out Leeds, bro. These men are dangerous. These men are dangerous.
Count them out for what, though? Staying up or...
Like, he just moves mad.
I'm scared
on the 31st.
I'm scared.
On the 31st.
Guys. The take is a little bit crazy, but there's sense amongst the madness, right? Let me just land, right? If you look at Sunderland, don't be wrong. Sunderland had a very good window. They absolutely did. But the 12th man, when they play at home, the way how their fans behave, right? And Ellen Road, it's a sticky night if you don't come up there, right? Bro, when that crowd gets behind their team, it's a long day, bro.
Leeds nearly flipping sacked their manager, yeah? But look at the wins. The wins are coming. The draws are coming. Like, yeah, I don't think he's going anywhere.
I'm beating in 5. I'm beating in 5.
And
they got Liverpool next. Yeah, I'll put it up. So.
Away in it. Yeah, that one.
I reckon Wolves and West Ham are gone, but the others they can do a thing.
We'll go up to Leeds.
Nah, Burnley's gone as well.
Burnley's gone.
Bro, I had these Leeds fans at the Emirates singing 5-1 down. He did the fuck. The Super Leeds were staying up there.
Hey, Pesa, my bro, sis, like, don't count them out for what, like the FA Cup, what are we not counting them? What should we count them in?
The under 23, the under 23 women's cup, bro.
This is overhyped.
I'm going to be honest, I'll be so wrong.
Bro, that is the maddest thing, honestly. Just because they beat Chelsea up there means nothing, bro. Chelsea are fucking terrible, bro.
Leeds is
I ain't gonna lie, they could have beat Liverpool. I'll be so real. They should have beat Liverpool.
But they didn't.
But they flipping got a draw.
Aye, but Newcastle's been poor though. No way.
Ooh.
Yeah, Newcastle are poor. Where's Tottenham?
Hey, no, don't worry about that, man. Better than last season. That's it. We're working up. We're working up.
11th, bro. Are you mad?
We're working up.
I thought what? Fulham are 10th, yeah.
Yeah, they've look at them. They've won 3 in a row, innit? That's what happens. You win 3 in a row, you climb, bro.
You know what's mad? I don't even look that far down the table, you man.
Yeah, man. No, I hear you. But because last thing I heard, they were talking about sacking Marco Silva. Now he's the Messiah again. So
Yeah.
Oh, Brentford at 8th as well, yeah? Fucking hell.
yeah, man.
Yeah.
Brentford's having a wonderful season, bruv. A wonderful
season,
season.
bro.
We played them, innit?
But
We played them at home. We got to play them away, innit?
bro, we just about scraped it that game. I'm sure. Wait, no.
I just want to know how United have managed to shake themselves to sixth place, bro. How have they managed that?
Bro, I was looking at that saying, how was United 6th, bro? What's going on here?
Level on points with, obviously, we're going to get to that game next, innit? But yeah, man, obviously, you lot got your little win. You're up to 11th now. Bruv.
Up the hits.
Mind the gap.
Bruv. Like, you know what's crazy? You know what is mad about this table? I'm just looking at it.
Bro,
Tottenham are
4
only
points.
4 points off
Yeah.
Chelsea in 5th. Champions League,
4
no
points.
way. Hey, this league is
4 points
dusty.
away.
This is
But
dusty.
remember, Twist,
Not just
remember how you
Tottenham.
started this saying you ain't got nothing to play for? Tell me you ain't got nothing to play for now. You're 4 points off the deadest Chelsea team in living history.
Yeah,
Wait, that is Chelsea
Oh, well,
team?
man.
Is this
Oh,
the
don't worry.
Chelsea team? Nah, not
Chelsea's
really.
gonna get their
Not in
time,
terms
bruv.
of not in terms of players, just in
Nah, I
terms of
think
form.
Chelsea will still get top 4, you know.
Just in terms of form.
Bro,
Yeah,
they're
you
gonna
get
get
it.
top 4.
There's stuff to play for, but
Blacker, he's drinking that drink again from the other day, bro. I'm telling you, bro. What's going on?
I ain't gonna lie, this came from Blacker though. I'll be real.
What came
In
from
reality, you know what Chelsea's problem
Bro, you
is?
said
There's
Chelsea
no
might
senior
get
leaders in the
4th or
squad.
5th.
Man, they got nothing, man. They got
They ain't got no
nothing.
leaders. They ain't got no leaders. There's got a lot of young talent, but young talent needs a bit of direction, doesn't it? You need some leaders to show them how to
Alright,
do
we
it.
might have to clip this still.
Wait, so what we done with Tottenham, yeah? Because
Yeah,
I'm
fuck them,
thinking
man.
like,
Yeah,
there's-
ban Tottenham, man.
yeah, man. Obviously, Twist. Sorry, man. Ban you, man. In it, fam. Like we're going where the show's going, in it. And right now, I feel like everyone's gonna be like a hyena or a vulture and get their pound of flesh because the Chelsea rent boys from West London. Apparently, they're a bus stop in Fulham. That is what Chelsea are. The Konami Cup champions. They kept telling us we won the Konami Cup. We won the Konami Cup. Gassing up this cup, bro. I don't. If people in the audience, if you don't know what's the Konami Cup, there was a game back in the day called Pro Evolution Soccer, and when you're with your mates, you go and set up a league, a cup, knockouts, Konami Cup. So that is what Chelsea won. This Club World Champion and this Euro. Was it Conference League? Just listen to it. Conference Vanarama. European Vanarama League. Brother. So Chelsea in the summer. They got gassed. They got gassed. Oh my days. I'm gonna have to find the clip. I'm gonna have to find a clip from just a couple of weeks ago. Chelsea fans shaking their bums viciously. It was a vicious one. Shaking it like ice spice. Oh, we got the 1-1 draw. 1 second, let me do my monologue. They getting cooked. Fuck that. They got their 1-1 win against Arsenal. They were gassed. This is what the top of the league looks like. This tells us more about us than it tells us about them. Chelsea, we're proper Chelsea. We're gonna win it all. I don't even know
Humble
where they are.
yourself.
Where
Now-
does it lead to?
Bro, they're now 13 points behind Arsenal.
Yeah,
So
hey,
now-
Blacker, I've got a
Yes,
video.
my friend.
I've got a video of my nephew and his friends in the shed end after the 1-1 draw. We're in this title race. We're coming for it. I'm like, bro, what are you lot going on about, bro? Bro, it's disgusting. It's vital, bro.
That title race lasted 48 hours, bro.
Yeah, same as last year, bro. It lasted about 71 hours.
Man said the title race was done quicker than bouncer responds to videos. Chelsea's title race was done in less than 24 hours. It was done out of it. Oh,
Bro, it was
They
done
were
against
internet
us,
ready,
man.
Aki.
It was actually done against us.
Aki.
Oh.
Hey, they weren't title ready. Chelsea are not title ready. Man, the floor is all of you lots, man.
Now, in reality, though, like I said a little bit earlier, innit, they've got bags of talent in the squad, right? But they're lacking those senior leaders. All right, go back in time. Imagine they had like a John Terry or a Drogba or a Lampard, just someone that could kind of guide these boys and say, listen, we've been here, done that. This is how we get it done. This is how you manage the game. That's what they're lacking, is those voices on the pitch that just know how to manage the game. Don't be wrong, they're all footballers. They all get paid. They all train. You don't get signed by Chelsea if you just come from out of nowhere, right? But at the same time, they're still young pros, isn't it? You still need some of those seniors to guide you through, and that is what is missing. Okay, yeah, Arsenal, I take, has a very young squad. But if you look at the match experience, like look how many top-level games Saka's played, how many top-level games someone like Odegaard has played, even before we got to Arsenal, right? Those are man that when you bring out Ethan or a Lewis Skelly or someone else in, they've got a little bit of something that they can pass on to them lads and say, all right, cool, this is how we manage it. Although to be fair, at the moment, we ain't managing the last 10 minutes of games too much, but we could talk about that later.
No, fact.
Just my take anyway, innit? You could agree or disagree, but that's how I see it with Chelsea. It's just a lack of senior pros coming in and just guiding some of these younger boys. And I think maybe that's what their windows need to look like. They need to get some senior players in that can just help them over the line.
Looking like in Chelsea, what? Reece James, right?
He'd probably be the only one that comes to mind is Reece James. I can't think of no one else, really.
Enzo assistant? Who's the assistant captain? There should be something like that for Chelsea.
Yes, I think it's Enzo. It's Enzo.
Probably Enzo.
Yeah.
I mean, in terms of games played and levels played at, he's played at a fairly good level. But I suppose it's that local knowledge of the league, innit? Someone who's kind of been around the Premier League a little while and guide you through. Do you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, you can play amazing football in Portugal, not digging out Doc Gokares, you know what I mean? You can be a superstar over there, come to the hardest league in the world, the Premier League, and get your pants pulled down. Do you know what I mean? The Premier League ain't for everyone.
Yeah, definitely.
Nah, facts, man. Obviously, I have found what I was looking for, people. So if we just bear with me, I will share my screen. Run the thing.
Run that,
man.
And this is why I've maintained the fact that I believe this team can go the distance in the title race, because this league is rubbed out. It's been shit for years. The problem is we've been on a rebuild during that point. But now this is our best opportunity to take advantage of that. The fact that the table toppers couldn't kill us, and meant to be mentality monsters, meant to be 90-minute merchants, all of that, they didn't have anything for us. 10 men or 11 men. That might be a bit more of a statement for us than for them. And this is why I've maintained the fact that I believe this.
And then you know when they say a few moments later.
Waffle House. Welcome to the Waffle House. Would you like some syrup with that? Bag of chattings.
Hey, that's why.
One big bag of chattings.
That's why you can't talk too early. This is why you can't. As Arsenal fans, we know we've been burnt many times. So sometimes you just have to be calm. You got to be calm. Some people, they don't learn. All they do is project. They just project. They're projecting that they want to be where we are, but they just want to tear it down.
What you have to remember is the online fan is very different to the offline fan. Yeah, because offline, I'm around enough Chelsea fans, and even after the draw, I was vexed, and they were like, "Nah, don't say nothing into it, innit? Like we're up and down. It don't really mean a lot." Yeah, and like I said, for me, I'll come on there and I'll talk my shit in it. But in reality, let me see where we are in February. Let me see what everything's looking like in February, because February stuff everything leading up to it, it's up and down. There's still so much football to play. So even though we're sitting there laughing after Chelsea, right? Any one of them team there from 1 to 9 that go on a wicked 10-game run, watch out, everything turn around.
And that is exactly what their opponents done. 11 games in a row they've won, 7 in a row or 8 in a row in the Premier League. Aston Villa, now 3 points behind Arsenal.
Hold on. Remember, how did they start the season? How long?
If
How many
they
games
beat
did they
us,
play
They
before they got
didn't
their
win.
first win?
They didn't win for like 5 games.
All right. And where are they now?
Third.
See
3
what I said
points
about going
behind
a run of games? See what I said about a run of games?
Mhm.
This is what I'm saying to you. Don't take no one for idiot in this league. Trust me. And then the only thing I really challenge my guy, I can't remember his name, but he's from that Chelsea fan TV thing. I can't remember his name.
Lewis.
Forgive me.
Yeah.
Lewis, that's it. The only point I have, he's saying that the league's been rubbed out for years. Okay, if the league's been rubbed out for years, how come you ain't won it?
Because we've been in a
They've
rebuild,
been
he tried
rubbed
to
out
add
more
in.
than the league.
So then you must have been rubbed out
They've
as well
been
then.
more
Even more
rubbed
rubbed
out
out
than
than the league.
They was built for.
no,
Hey.
real talk.
They were supposed to be in the Swedish league that season.
But,
Bro, most competitive league on the planet, right? And the fact of the matter is the teams that you look at and you think should be cannon fodder, going back to the 90s, like you look at certain games that we're playing now in the 90s, I don't even stress, bruv. I just look at that and think, yeah, 3 points straight away. But now you can't take nobody for idiot in this league. Nobody. Even Wolves, who are absolutely diabolical. Like, you have to remember, when it starts to get towards the end of the year, they're playing for pride now, innit? And they'll scalp some people. Please believe. Relegated sides always come up with some shockers in the last half of the season.
Southampton done it to us.
All
Remember
right.
3-3?
This is what I'm saying to you.
They was already
People got short
relegated.
memories, bro. People got short memories.
Amnesia in this thing.
Yeah.
Amnesia in this thing. Fan amnesia is a real thing.
Oh man.
Fans have amnesia, blood.
I'm not ancient, but
Moses.
I'm a little bit long in the tooth, innit? I'm an 80s baby. So we've been around the block a few times and we've seen a few seasons, bro. And I'm telling you, don't take teams for idiot, bro. Yeah? February, March time,
Every game
look at
ain't
how
easy,
things are
bro.
looking
Every
and you
game
need
ain't
a
easy.
run.
So my brother Moses, what do you think about Chelsea? Because you seem to be dancing every time Chelsea loses. We see
Every
Moses.
time I look in the group chat, I see Moses dancing. I am a Chelsea fan, no. I am a
I'm a
Chelsea
Chelsea
fan,
fan,
no.
he's lucky
Nah, I
that
don't even take the mick, you know. It's just like a joke, innit? Like, I don't take
I know.
personally. Yeah. No, but for Chelsea, yeah, these man, bro, I had so many bad Chelsea fans saying to me, oh, if we beat Arsenal, we're in the title race. Bro, you're not in the title race because you guys do this every single time. For example, last season, when they were like, oh, we're in a title race, we're going to win the whole thing, we're going to win the Premier League. Look what happened. They didn't do that. So these men are just, they're just going to do what they did last season. Just struggle. That's all I'm going to say. Like, they will struggle. Honestly. They will honestly struggle. And Enzo Maresca might, I don't think, if he does not win them like a trophy or anything, that's the only way I can see him get sacked.
You know how Chelsea are as well. Chelsea like
Yeah,
to
they're
sack
ruthless
a
with it,
manager.
man.
He like
They're
to
ruthless
sack,
with it.
but let's say, you know what? Yeah, he came into the season strong though. Very strong from the
Konami
Club
Cup.
World Cup. What's that? Yeah. From the
But who were their
Konami Cup.
first fixtures? Because end of the day, look at Arsenal's first 6 fixtures.
Mad.
Look how tough they were. Now look at all the tough away games that we've already played, and now a lot of our ops have got to play each other.
Yeah, we say they gotta battle it out.
Yeah. So there's going to be certain weeks where they can help us out, and we can help. Like, do you know what I mean? And they can help our cause.
That's what I'm saying. Chelsea got to play City twice.
Damn.
They play Liverpool.
Damn, homie.
Yeah, they got to go Anfield. They got to go Anfield. No, they played them. They won that Stamford Bridge, but they got to go Liverpool, and Liverpool are finding form.
Yeah. They are. They most definitely are still.
Yeah,
like
Man City's next game Sunderland away, but it's not the same Sunderland we played because they got 7 men missing.
Yeah.
So it's about timing as well. You might link a man at the wrong time. Like right now, this is a bad time to face Villa, but it's also a good time.
Listen, everyone put your prayers up for Granit Xhaka, bro. Game, like, he needs a Ballon d'Or game, mate. Ballon d'Or game. Game of your life.
Somebody save me. Yeah, he needs it. So.
Yeah, when you go to church on Sunday, big tithe. Big time, right? Shaka on the envelope.
Hey, but there's a couple other things that I noted down in it from this game. Obviously, we'll touch on Villa as well because we gotta give them their praise. But like you're saying, they needed leaders. I said this at the start of the season. I said they should have been signing Magnon, like a Schlotterbeck, like a Rodrigo, someone like that, and an Osherman. Those four, not the players they signed. And one of them players that they signed, Garnacho, he got Matty Cash a yellow card in around the 30th minute. 10 take-ons later, he didn't get past the box.
Big up
10
Duncy.
attempted dribbles. And he couldn't get past Matty Cash on a yellow card. Why did they get Garnacho and why did they get Kittens? Like, what is going on with their recruitment? Because this is mental.
Gittins is a weird one for me, you know, because that's a player that I actually rate highly. I think he's a very good player, but I don't know. Wrong system for him, maybe wrong team. I don't know because
This is his first season, though, right?
Yeah, it takes time, doesn't it?
Premier League first season, and he's not an English boy. You know what I mean? It's not. Yeah, man.
He ain't been a regular either. It's not like he's been in the side week in, week out, innit? You need a few games to build up a head of steam and get a bit of momentum going.
Yeah,
Get a feel for it.
I agree, but I'm just looking at these players like Chelsea came into the season with big hopes. Why did they do that? Like, why did they?
It's a business model, though, innit, Blacker? Innit? Like they buy them young, try and get a little bit of success out of them, and then sell them on for a profit. That's why the contracts are all lifetime bondage, innit? Man, are getting 45-year contracts and that.
That's what we're saying. Chelsea's owners are drug dealers. That's it.
Slanging.
It's a player farm, bro. It's a player farm with the hope of some success.
They don't care if it's a 3 out of 10 box or whatever they say. They don't care.
They're pitching up.
They just get rid.
Bro, for a long time, we were very good customers of Chelsea, bro.
They
sell us any old dross.
Still to this day.
Nah, I think them days are coming to an end now. Them days are coming to an end now.
56 and Kepa.
But hold on, Madueke, that's probably one of the better ones you've had out of them, you know. I know people immediately say Kai Havertz, right?
No,
but deep it, right? Noni?
No.
What, was Noni like their third or fourth highest scorer last season? That's not a bad player to take off of. To be honest, I think they should be regretting letting him go. Because the wingers haven't really been up to it, apart from, that Esteban. That's the only one who's really been saying anything.
I think Neto's their top scorer as well.
Yeah,
but he's
and I suppose Neto as well, innit? I'm being a bit mean. Yeah, Neto and Esteban, that's it.
Yeah, and then it would have probably been Madueke with them.
Yeah.
The three of them, that's a lot better than what we're seeing from the Gittins and the Garnachos.
But the thing is, when you've got so many players like they have, like it's actually ridiculous. They got like 4 whole 11s, right? It's hard to recognize the talented ones that you've got because you just got so much stuff, bro. It's like trying to find £1 coin amongst a million pennies.
Ain't easy.
Running a club and an academy club.
Yeah, man. But
then do you know what? In certain ways, the model, if you look at last season, right, the model worked out well for them because they can run out aside in that conference team, run out aside in the Prem, run out aside in the FA Cup, and they can rotate the squad. Now, I don't want to move into the Arsenal segment because I know we're coming to that, but that is part of the problem with Arsenal, right? Is we have started to build up a squad, but if you look at it, a lot of players are starting to break down now, get them injuries and get tired because even though we can rotate, we can't fully rotate in the way that they can because of the number of different players that they've got. Do you know what I mean? I'm not saying that I want us to go out and start giving man 90-year contracts like they are and signing every single person that literally has a highlight reel on YouTube, but there is some sense in the madness that Chelsea are doing because they can play across 4 competitions comfortably.
They can rotate the squad.
They don't end up back in the conference this season, man. They better hope for their sake, man. Because
I think the rotation kings are City, obviously, because it's like when you look at their bench, you're seeing players that can start at most other clubs sitting down on the bench chilling.
Yeah,
warming
man.
up.
That's true.
But obviously,
Yeah,
I think
man, I'm
I
trying to
don't
get
even
some
like getting
warm.
onto Chelsea too much. They're in their own pits, in it. They're in a dark place. But like I said,
Huh?
Villa,
Is
they
it
got
that
certain
dark?
players.
Well, they ain't
We
got
tried
nothing
to,
else to sell to pay off the debts. They've sold the hotels. They've sold the women's team.
and that's the problem. They need Champions League. If they don't get it, it could be pear shaped for them next season, because then they're gonna have to buy more of these type of players and hope, and maybe they're gonna have to sell a big star. A big star's gonna have to be sold to raise the profit,
I'm
because
sure we'll find some dusty players to sell them, man. We got one or two that we can sell them, bro.
yeah, man.
Just
I'm
in
sure
case they
we
don't want to
got,
keep Zinchenko, we'll sell them him.
yeah, Jesus as well, man. We got Jesus for them,
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
Experience, Premier
yeah.
League winner.
Let him stay in
Nah,
London,
do you
man.
know
Yeah,
what?
man.
Jesus, just stop seeing him as a striker, see him as a winger.
I know, but
There's
he's
work
gonna
to be done with him. There's work to be done with him
he'll
as a
break
winger,
down though. He'll
not
break.
number 9.
We
He
can't trust
definitely
his
Bro,
won't
you
need
see him
knees.
as a
number 9.
winger. You
His
see
knees,
Gabriel Jesus as a
his
winger.
knees are mental. We
Bro,
can't
we
trust
have
his
Gyökeres
knees.
there missing chances. We got
I said them knees
Gyökeres
are
right there
mental,
missing
bro.
chances every single time.
Bro,
Oh,
let me
Moses, just relax yourself, bro. The man's
this
been in there for 5 months, mate. Give him the man
and
time to settle
and
in,
and
man.
Bro,
and I believe
bro,
that
I'm
this,
starting to get tired of it now.
brother, I believe this time at the season when we signed Jesus, we was crying, we was moving mental, but he only had like 5 goals. He only had 5 goals. So like you're reminiscing, you're seeing things that are not there. Like you're seeing,
Bro, when
yeah,
Gabriel Jesus
Jesus,
literally came back
but he's
from
gonna
injury,
miss
I said,
everything.
wait, we got like a new player. We literally got like a new player. Because when he came back from injury, bro, I thought we had a new player, you know? Literally,
But
yeah,
You
right
know
there.
what it is with Jesus, yeah? When
That's what I was
Jesus
thinking
came
of.
in, remember, he came in with Zinchenko, right?
Mm.
He came in at a time where I'd say the squad mentality was still around shits and giggles. Like, we
yeah,
get battered 5-1 at Liverpool and we're taking
had no
selfies, laughing.
expectation.
Aubameyang's
Yeah,
cracking joke with Saka. Them
yeah,
man came in and brought a certain mentality from City with them. That's
yeah,
like, because I think, was it Zinchenko that kind of was the one who's supposed to have said to the boys, like, boys, like, I'm here because I believe you can win this league, but we
yeah,
got to get serious. Right.
yeah.
So they were leading by
Yeah, I
example.
see
Okay.
that
They
still.
weren't hitting the numbers. They weren't hitting the numbers like the astronomical Haaland numbers, but only he can hit them, right?
Yeah,
But what they were doing is they were leading by example, and they made everyone else have to step up in terms of how they trained, how they turned up, how they reacted to results.
mm,
Like, so sometimes, you know what, like, particularly in a project like what Arteta inherited, sometimes you just need those players that pass through. They're never going to be the ones that take you to the promised land, but the ones that
yeah,
pass through. What's it? My brethren, shout out Tom, the guy I sit next to. He always said it,
yeah,
yeah. Like, obviously, when you get signings, you get some that raise the ceiling and you get others that raise the floor.
sure,
Yeah.
yeah,
So you raise the lower standards as well as the higher ones. And I'd say that Jesus and Zinchenko were floor raisers. At points, they had opportunities to be ceiling raisers, but they were primarily to raise the bottom level of the squad and make sure that steps up.
no, facts, and that's probably something Chelsea could do with. But obviously, our old manager, Unai Emery, we got to give him
Good
his
evening.
flowers. He's
This
doing a
guy's scary,
very
fam.
good job, Mr. Good Evening. He is obviously returning next to
Good evening.
Arsenal, and he likes to always say good evening, Arsenal, and teach
But
us a lesson. But
listen,
there's
the way
couple
how he got run out
players.
of the club, yeah, that hurt him to
Mm,
his soul, bruv. Like, them man there, he don't care. Them man will
Rightfully
get on the
so.
pitch himself to beat us.
wouldn't that hurt? That'll hurt
Rightfully
all of
so.
us, bro.
That burned him,
Like
Rightfully
No,
bro.
so.
literally.
they,
We
the
just need to
fans
defend.
celebrated him losing a game to
But
get
then
him
we got to
sacked.
deep it,
Imagine.
yeah, is you had a squad of players that were mocking him
I know.
when he's trying to give them instructions. So regardless of whether you want to say, oh, we shouldn't have got rid of him, but he had to go. If you
Nah,
cannot command the respect of your squad, you cannot manage the club. Point blank, period. That's all the way from the Prem right the way down to step number 10. If you can't get the respect to the lads that you're managing, it can't work, brother.
and
Can't
it's
work.
not even, and I don't even
No,
think it's
that's true.
just
That's
that.
true.
And it was already toxic, bro. This was
Yeah,
AFTV prime days. We
yeah.
just got slapped 4-1 in Baku by Chelsea. Dark. This Chelsea, like look at that Chelsea and look at this Chelsea. Hazard, all of those type of players. So they've regressed massively, but obviously Unai, he's doing a very good job. there wasn't probably a lot of expectations from the outside world, but I'm sure he's someone with he's someone that has like a high standard. And you can tell the way he's getting Villa playing, he's got them there in full gear. They've got the most points, 18 points this season from winning and from losing positions. So he's even bringing a mentality to them. Because,
What tournament does Unai specialise in?
you know, and that's why
What
they're
tournament are
cooked.
Villa in?
Yeah, they're cooked.
Done the argument there. Say less.
They're cooked.
See, the thing is, right? The thing is, obviously, his time at Arsenal, he learnt about England. Then he went over, did the PSG thing. I think he went back to Villarreal or something like that, or
Yeah,
Seville, one of
Villarreal
them
and won
Spanish
the
clubs,
Europa against
right?
Man U.
Boom. Now he's come back to England with Villa. He knows what it is over here now. So the little silly mistakes and the little kind of L's he was taking when he was at Arsenal, he rub a lot of that out now. He knows that it's a physical league. He knows that he needs those big, strong players. Bring your Kamaras, bring your Rodgers.
Yeah.
Yeah. The fact of the matter is, obviously, Ollie Watkins is somebody that I think a lot of Villa fans would be sitting down and thinking, why is he on the bench right now? Right? But he benched him.
Yeah.
Benched him because he said, listen, do you know what? I know what it feels like to have the fans turn on you in this country. It ain't fun. I'm not trying to feel that again. So I'm not making certain mistakes again. And do you know what? Villa have got the benefit of his poor run of time at us. Because do you know what? He wasn't all the way awful for us. It was just, I don't know. It was a lack of consistency because
It
you know
was
what? I think there was a
naive.
point. We went on like a 22 game run of not losing games, but 60% of that was draws.
After we lost the first 2 games, I think it was.
Hmm.
We lost to Chelsea and Man City. Then that's when the run began.
Yeah.
So
Man. You got to give him a little bit of flowers, and he got us to that final. But the fact of the matter is, I think even getting us to that final, he kind of foregone the league and he focused just on that. And I think that was his fatal error.
Yeah.
Because I think even if he just got us to a decent league position, he might have slightly been forgiven for Baku. Because if we looked at it and thought, well, Baku, that would have got us a place in the Champions League. But oh, look, we finished 4th. We're in the Champions League anyway.
Yeah.
It's a shame. Oh, we should have won it. Oh, it's a trophy. But we're still playing Champions League football next year. Unai might still be here.
No, that's true. I think that's literally what cost him. He literally, I remember the 2 games. It was Crystal Palace and
surrendered
Brighton.
the league, bro.
Crystal Palace, Brighton. I remember he was playing Mavropanos at the back, and Mavropanos had a stinker that game. It was 3-2.
You can't even get a kick to West Ham. Never mind.
Yeah, like it was bad, but obviously he's definitely learned, and bruv, all the best to him. Obviously not better than Arsenal, but if they can win the Europa, go win it, man. I reckon Aston Villa's no rival of mine, bro.
I reckon they will.
Yeah, probably.
I reckon they will. I really think they will win it.
I reckon he'll probably still get top 4 and win it.
Yeah.
That's what I reckon.
I do think they'll drop out, though. I think they'll drop to maybe about 5th.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe.
Because I think that Liverpool is going to have a really resurgent run and they might nip in and take that 4th place. That's my thinking at this time.
Wait, you mean the 3rd place?
3rd place, sorry.
Yeah, and then maybe Man United might sneak into 4th.
Listen, as much as I think that they're cooked, don't overlook it, right? Because remember, Amarin has done the one thing that nobody thought he would do. He's changed the system. And when he's changed the system, his eyes can't lie to him. He has to be able to see what playing 4 at the back did for them. If he can't see that, then boy, he doesn't deserve to be there.
And I think we can go on to Man United. Obviously, we've given Villa their flowers, given them enough flowers. We know Rodgers
has looked deadly, bro. I know he hasn't produced the mass numbers, but Cunha, brother, if once he really settles in United, #problem. Problem.
Yeah, they got their win against Newcastle. Obviously, Newcastle's only won 1 game away from home, but you still would have thought maybe
who's in goal on this bad run as well? Who's in goal for them on this bad run, Mr. Newcastle? We know that goalie, don't we? So like I said, do you know what? Let me just take this opportunity to apologise to Arteta, because when he dashed Ramsdale out and brought Raya in, I was cussing him and calling him all kinds of bad mind. Gaffer, I'm sorry, you know best. You know best. No shade to Ramsdale. I still love him and his character. But when a man tells me he can only concentrate for 15 minutes of a football match, you gotta go.
Yeah, that was the end. That was the end, boy.
You
And
gotta go, bruv.
I wouldn't really even say it's his fault for a lot of what's going on, but I think he's just cursed. You know, some
Bruv,
man
do
are
you know
just
what?
like it's
That's
cursed
true.
Liverpool.
That's true.
What you got to remember is if you're going to go on big podcasts and say that you can only concentrate for 15 minutes of a game and the average game now is 100 minutes, bro, if you're adding all the added time, every time you make a clanger, that's what people's going to return to. The fact that you said you could only concentrate for 15 minutes. So when you concede in the 97th minute, oh yeah, that's because you can only concentrate 15 minutes.
Mm.
He cut his own throat with that one, bro.
Yeah, man. Especially
Mashed himself up.
That Southampton game. I'm sure there was some stinkers. He passed them the ball for the
Bro.
first goal for no reason. Like for no reason, like. And I just
I
hope
want him to do
Raya,
well, you know. I want him to do well because
bruv.
I loved his energy at Arsenal. I loved that, you know, he got the crowd up and
Mm,
he really invested in the projects, innit? That's
I
the
don't want
thing for me.
Raya.
I'm a very simple fan to please, you know.
Yeah,
Just
man.
leave everything on the pitch, play and give me every bit of your energy for that game. Play your heart out. If you lose 1-0, but you played your heart out, I can live with that. Just don't do it too often.
Nah,
But
facts.
if you lose and you didn't put no effort in, I'm raging. I'm ranting. Like it's rage mode. But
Nah,
bleed for the shirt, bro. I'll always back you. Simple as
that's all you can do. But football, people try to overcomplicate it. It's not a complicated game. You just gotta do the basics. If you do the basics right, fans will be like, you know what? I can forgive a one error here or there because
that's
every
it,
game
bro.
he does the basics. He runs his heart out. He leaves everything out there. That's why people love Henderson. Henderson, the basics, perfect. So yeah, man. But Man United, Amarin switched it up. Bloody yo, you're
He needed
talking
to.
about. Yeah, he
He
had to.
needed to.
He needed to for real
It was only a
because
few weeks ago, yeah. I was bantering my United brethrens. I was playing the
mm,
Jet 2 holiday thing to him and saying, brother, when's Amarin going to Fargo, bro? When's he landing at Faro Airport, bro? He needs to go home. No turkey for him at Christmas, bro. He needs one of them custard tarts on the beach somewhere, bro. Get out of there. But he's
aye,
changed it. He's turned it around, didn't it?
yeah, man. Because th- obviously, I still don't feel like that Sesko is gonna be in their best 11, but I reckon he can work around it and bed him in. One thing I feel
Again,
that
Sesko needs
hinder him,
time, bro. He
but that's what I
needs
say.
time to adapt.
But you know already, just like Arsenal and just like Man United, they can be toxic places, and you
Results
know,
get you time.
yeah,
Results get you time.
results. But even with results, they're still toxic. You hear Moses every second. Yokeres, Yokeres, Yokeres. The
Don't mind
time
Moses. Don't
is,
mind him.
but you know what I mean though. There is a lot that are actually turning. So that's why I say
Nah,
I
here, still,
reckon
man.
with Sesko, I
Moses will
reckon
say all that, but if he scores a hat-trick on Tuesday, watch 5 dancing videos
my
come out from Moses.
striker,
Don't mind
Nah,
him.
nah, nah,
my
nah, nah, nah.
Yeah,
I saw this.
man will be dancing like Premier Gaia, all of that, bruv.
Bro,
Hey.
man.
Yeah. So, but yeah, like I was saying though, I feel like he needs to not be the main striker. I feel like he needs time. So,
Havertz is coming back, by the way.
you know, like a lot of games, yeah, a lot of games, I feel like he should be on the bench, being bedded in, getting the last 30 minutes, coming on against tired legs, getting your goals, getting
Yeah.
them cheap goals. That's what I feel like he needs right now because he's young, innit? So,
Mm.
yeah, man, you
But then, do
don't
you know
want.
what? I'm not gonna lie. If he came to Arsenal, all these set pieces that we put him in, he would have been eating them up, bruv.
Probably would.
He'd
Bro,
have been eating up the set pieces, bro.
have you guys not seen when we beat Palace in penalty shootout? These men were bears talking about Mark Guay to Arsenal. Bro, these men were only talking,
Yeah,
bro.
bro.
They were only talking, bro. Like it doesn't mean
I
that
can't say hi to
he's
their
gonna
friend
come and
no
join
more.
us, bro. Huh?
Man said hi to their friend, and all of a sudden, yeah, he's coming Arsenal.
Man said hi to their friend. They all play in England, bro. For England,
Yeah, bro.
Brother, the internet just be
Bro.
saying anything, bro.
London
The
boys
internet
as
just be
well,
saying
bro.
anything.
They
Don't
were
even mind
talking
all that.
about the England match. That's all. Literally.
yeah, man. But Man United could do with a Gahey though. They should be in the race for him.
I
If
would
he
say
don't
Tottenham.
go to Liverpool, he's going
I would
abroad.
say Tottenham.
Mm.
Tottenham will
He ain't
manage.
going
I
to
would have said
Tottenham, bro.
Tottenham as well.
He ain't
What's he
going
going to Tottenham for?
But
He
he's
ain't
not
going
going.
there.
He's not
What's he
going.
going there for?
Like
Between
respectfully,
the offer.
like,
He's not
yeah,
going there.
Oh, you guys are.
like we gotta
He's been
think
around the
about
league long
players.
enough to know what happens when you go to Tottenham, fam. You just end up disappointed.
Yeah, man, it's not. He ain't gonna go there, man. Like,
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
man.
them man got
he-
Romero,
he's
innit?
no, forget
Bro, the
that.
way
It's,
Liverpool are
about that.
Liverpool, the way our City are moving, don't be surprised if they don't try coming for him, bruv, because they're just moving like they're trying to collect Pokemon, bruv.
but
These men are just focusing
that's a good
Semenya.
shout.
Semenya is
good
the only one
shout.
that they're focusing about.
No, you don't know what they're focusing on. Like, we're not journalists. We don't even know if they really want Semenyo. We just heard that
Oh yeah, I remember when there was talk
he
Rice.
wants City.
These man pulled out. I remember that. I remember
Like,
when
we don't.
these man wanted Rice.
No,
They
initial
pulled out.
contact was made still, boys. They
Yeah,
made
but no,
contact.
but when I say like, like initial contact, we probably contacted them as well about the summer. We don't know. You know what I mean? Like, we might
Because remember
already be
the Eze
planning.
deal. The
Because
Eze
remember,
deal.
you do your business. You do your business. We were speaking to Rice from like January, February.
Earlier than that, bro, we spoke to him
No,
after the
it was
game
summer,
in
bro.
October, bro.
This is what
It
I'm
was summer.
saying. They
Yeah.
will
After we
know.
played them in October, we'd already had a conversation with him because what we were looking to do was we were looking to try and see if we could get something secured in January. A bit like what we did with Zubimendi. See how we locked that in from the January? That's what we were trying to do. And obviously, I'm not a journalist. I don't know. But from what I heard, it was a case that Rice didn't want no distractions. He wanted to get all the way through to that conference final with no distractions. Talk to me in the summer. I don't want to talk about it. I'm open, but right now, focused on the job at hand. And that shows he's a professional.
We got Zubi now, but it's a shame that Caicedo deal fell through as well, you know, because I'm pretty sure
This guy
Arteta
really
wanted
wanted him.
both of them. I'm pretty sure he wanted both.
But then you see the prices that went to. Look, don't get me wrong. Casado's an amazing player, but we don't do business very often at them kind of prices. Let's just be real. We're not a club that's going to go out and spend 100 million 3 or 4 times in the space of 2 years. We just don't do that.
The 70 offer was reasonable at the time anyway. That was reasonable. Brighton, they were just like Brighton, they're just moving. Like, you know what? Big up to Brighton, man. The Tony Bloom is a poker player, and you can tell he doesn't lose very often at poker. He holds his face. He holds. He waits. Bruv, to the last minute, and everyone folds. They're like,
but it's funny you say that because allegedly he's being looked at for some kind of betting fixing or something or another, fam. So allegedly,
but that's what he came up of, though, innit?
It's not. What will we be surprised? Will we be surprised?
You see, Brighton,
he was known for it. Like,
you might not think it because we're looking at all the big 6 clubs, but I'm telling you, Brighton are one of the best run teams in the land, brother. You see, in terms of their recruitment, their data analysis, you will struggle to find many better.
Even Brentford.
Brentford,
oh my God.
Brentford.
We're talking about that.
Fantastic model of a football club. Fantastic
Brentford's
model.
doing
If you're a lower league club, that's the ones you want to look at.
Yeah,
Bournemouth is doing good business as well.
Yeah, Bournemouth does all right business, but I think Brighton, Brentford,
the B clubs,
the levels they've shown, it's another level. Like Bournemouth, I don't know if they sell for the most money. I'm going to shout out
Palace as well. Palace, maybe not so much in the recruitment because they're not too loud with that, but Palace in terms of what they're doing behind the scenes for their academy and their training ground, another club that is seriously
the hidden gems
moving right. They're moving right with it.
In terms of wingers, Olise, Eze, now they've got this Pino guy, Zaha. Like, they know when, bruv, if you want a winger,
they're just not loud about it.
Yeah. Just
don't forget in the defense as well. Your Tyreek Mitchells and then man there.
Yeah, he come up from the academy, I think, didn't he?
Man,
Yeah,
good
bro,
players.
their academy is serious, you know.
Good.
Brother, go look at some of their academy players.
And watch my man.
You'll be
They got
watching
good
them in
talent.
top 6 sides in the next few
man.
years.
How much was my man? 20 million. They're getting 100. Adam Wharton, we forgot about him. They're getting at
Oh,
least
quality.
100. So they find the Eze's, Elise's, and Whartons from Championship. They're not scared to shop in the Lidls, the Audis, because they know that these
You
shops
can catch a bargain, man.
you
Restore
can
it.
find
Restore it.
perfect. You can find the
Do some
perfect
KSMR
bargain.
restoration.
Yeah,
Fix
yeah,
that up. Slang it.
yeah, man. Literally, boy. So yeah, man. But bruv, was on about Man United anyway. Like I said, good win. They're up to 6, surprisingly. I can't believe it. Amarin's changed. We can't believe it. So
United found their mojo.
yeah, man. Obviously, it's not the best of times for United haters like myself, but
And
obviously,
me.
yeah,
Yeah, the hate watches ain't going too well right now.
yeah. Their
I've been
fans are
surprised,
getting
man.
too giddy, but like I was saying to Twist, I was hoping that they was winning 4-0 and then drew 4-4. So I hope they even get into the
Any
top 4
heartbreak, man.
and finish in 6th on the last day. That's what I hope happens to Man United. And if
But this
that
is the thing that
happens,
you need to realize with a club like United, yeah, and clubs in that type of situation where you've got this squad that is amalgamated over loads of different managers leaving, you have to have somebody that you're willing to give a sustained period of time to build something, right? Now, if we looked at Arteta after a couple of seasons and said, 8th place, you're gone, where would we be now?
no,
Right? You have
we
to,
don't even know.
particularly where ours was slightly different because it was by and large just a Wenger squad, and then Unai sprinkled the little players in there. But if you look at United, Mourinho come through there and brought players in there.
Van
what's
Gaal. They still got
Van
Van
Gaal?
Gaal player.
Van Gaal,
Luke Shaw.
right? Who's the other man they had
Ollie.
in there? Ollie
Ollie.
Solskjaer. The
even
other
had Moyes.
Ten Hag, and even
They had
before, and is it Van Gaal?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Is that his name?
David
Oh
Moyes,
yeah,
right?
Moyes as well.
Yeah, David
Moyes
Moyes
as well,
For a
right?
few weeks.
All of those managers we've mentioned, all right, some of them are leaving now. In the last couple of years, they've left. But go back a couple of seasons ago, right? You look at the squad, you could find 1 or 2 players from each one of those managers. How can you give a man a year to turn that around? 2 years to turn that around. That's a long-term project to fix the mess. And then also Cristiano Ronaldo gave us the eyesight into what was really going on. Training ground falling apart. Like, you can basically bring your shower gel when you watch a game at Old Trafford because the roof is leaking down like shower.
Mad.
Big like man to run around the pitch. Yeah, that can't fix overnight, brother. That can't fix overnight.
Hey, Pogba buried the fox as well. I that's the funniest thing I've ever heard. I said he buried the fox. What type of propaganda is this? Man United, they were in the dark place, man. We actually got to think about it. That's why I was always saying, yeah,
dark place,
it's
sunken
not that
place.
bad.
You mean, bro? Sunken place.
It's not that bad under Amarin. But what I said is because there were only 3 points. They've always been like no more than 6 points behind 4th for the whole season. So I said, just relax a bit. But I said he needs to change the formation. You can't just keep. It's like, what do they say? You do the same thing over and over again. That's the definition of insanity. We could all see
that.
5 at the back don't really work for big teams in this league. Only Chelsea's the only one that's won. I think Chelsea's the only team in the whole of the Premier League era that's won with a back 5.
I can't think of any others.
Yeah, because back in the day it was 4-4-2. So it definitely went then.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. So, but obviously he's changed now, so that is gonna buy him time. Because people that were hammering out because of the formation, once he's taken that away, can't say nothing now.
Yeah, dead.
Yeah, you can't, bro. You just gotta let him get players for his system and then go. So obviously, last words.
But then you got to remember part of the thing that people get pressed over
is the money that's getting spent. Oh, we spent 200 million. Oh, we spent 400 million. Brother, this is elite football in 2025. 2 million, 3 million pound players. That's the 90s, bro. Yeah, you want a decent standard of player, you're talking 30, 40 million upwards. You want an elite level player, you're talking 90, 100. That's the rate now. Yesterday's price ain't today's price.
No, definitely, bro. That's facts, bruv. Moses, Twist, any last words on Manchester United?
Nah, the hate watch not going too well, but yeah, they're getting their form back, man. It's good for them, man.
No, literally,
Hopefully,
no, I agree.
Hopefully they strike out last minute, man. Like you said, start hitting a few hit and misses, man. There's a few draws where it hurts, man. Feel me?
I think they need to pick up 3 points. You know, I'll be so real. Each game, if they wanna actually make the top 4 or like get Europa League spot, they need to.
Like, still early on for real.
Mate, what? Everyone's still got what, like 20 games to play, brother? There's only for football to play. Only for football to play.
20
You go on a decent run, and those around you drop a few points. That's it.
You might just need to win 10 and draw 5. That might be enough. Who knows?
I think they need signings. Defo.
All right, next time any of you look at the table, look at Arsenal where they are, and then imagine Arsenal draw the next 3 games and see where they can drop to.
It'll be
it'll
be third.
There's either third or fourth.
But if City keep winning throughout that run, how far are we away from City? You see how quick this thing can turn? It's too early, guys. Too early.
There'll be 4 points ahead.
Right? And once you start giving them, and then think about where those 3 draws take you. They take you to mid-Jan.
Yeah, man.
You go into February 4 points behind City. What's the end result, guys? We've been here, done that, got the t-shirt, boys. Don't want to be there.
And that's why sometimes it's even better. Bruv, 2 draws, a win and a loss is better than 2 draws. So these draws, you can't let the draws kill you, man. The draws will kill you, bro. So, bruv, we're not doing too bad at the moment, but
we're ticking over. This is our rough patch, and we're still getting results out of it. I look forward to the good times returning, but they need to, because City are on an upward spiral. We're not on a downward spiral in terms of results. We're on a downward spiral in terms of energy and intensity. We're getting tired.
And the injuries are mounting up, bruv.
Yeah.
And the pressure. It's everything. The injuries, the pressure. It's you can tell. Like, I don't know how it was in the stadium. Obviously, we'll come on to that, but it just seems like there's like a nervous energy, especially once it goes to 2-1.
You see, this is Moses will tell you this because I'm in another WhatsApp group with him, and I'm always saying the same thing, right? The stadium is starting to jar me because obviously everybody jumps up and it's no forever and it's all noisy. But you get 5 or 10 minutes where there's not a goal being scored or a couple of chances getting missed. The groans come in, the moans come in, right? That energy transfers.
Yeah.
And Moses, you can confirm this is the same example I gave in the group. I want Arsenal fans to have a look at what's going up at the Stadium of Light, right? And the energy that they're giving to their players. And then cast your mind back 2-3 years ago when we actually had the place rocking properly. Remember that Bournemouth game? And we managed to come back in that. How many games have we been able to cheer these boys over the line? That's what we need to get back to. That's what we need to get back to.
It's the PTSD. But obviously,
shake that shit off, bro.
Yeah, man.
Get behind your team. Otherwise, stay home and let someone who will.
No, facts. We leave Manchester United. And speaking of somebody whose stadium was rocking last season, they were doing crazy things. They won the league. They stole it from Arsenal. Arsenal thought it was their year. Liverpool got a win. It weren't pretty, but they got the job done. And Mr. Florian got his first goal.
Yes, he scored. I don't even clock that.
Scored, brother. He scored.
Bust his cherry, yeah?
Yeah, but he bust that cherry.
No, you did score.
He let one rip.
Listen, all banter aside, we all know that that's a baller, right? regardless, all the 007 and 009 things and all the
No, it's
memes and all the internet
0020
rubbish,
22 outside Germany.
real brothers know that that's a baller. Real recognize real. It was only a matter of time before he found his form, bro. That's a baller.
Nah, he's got something. He's got something. Whether it's the something that we thought it was, there's something. I feel like because we didn't watch him as much, we probably all over egged the pudding. Like, oh my god, 116 million. You see, it's like the money. Once you hear these price tags, you start thinking, oh my days, what? Why are they paying 100 and X amount of this guy's? I've seen him, but he's even better than I thought. And I feel like the expectation, if he was bought for like 30 million, yeah,
He would
I
have had all
feel
the time
like,
in the world to relax and find his form.
and he probably would have bagged. Look at
Yeah,
Church.
yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so
But the thing is, I do feel at times like he feels a little bit shoehorned into their system. It doesn't feel like he naturally fits the way that they play. So that was always going to take a bit of adaptation.
yeah, no, that's fair, man.
Again, to be fair, apart from Ekatike, most of the boys coming into the Premier League this year ain't really set it on fire. To be honest, the best sign of the season for me has been Xhaka at Sunderland, mate.
Yeah.
How about Turkey?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, Turkey.
Xhaka,
Yeah.
Turkey.
Ryan,
It's a shootout between them two.
Say
you know?
Randers. I'd
Not
say
really
Xhaka,
Randers.
Turkey,
Xhaka and Turkey.
Xhaka, Turkey, Watermaid, and Ekatike. If there's like a top five of people that expect, well, I say Watermaid
Shave it down to
for like
two, bro.
85
Five's
million.
too easy. Who's the top two for you?
The top two.
You said it, Xhaka and Turkey, bro.
Yeah, Xhaka and Turkey.
Obviously, there's still not a whole another half a season for people to knock one or two of them down, innit? But
Yeah,
as
yeah.
it stands,
And
20
then Ekatike is
2025
definitely
segment,
number
okay?
3.
Yeah.
Ekatike is there as well. Like,
Yeah.
he's a baller, man. Hey, bruv.
But you know what it is? He's just hungry. He's hungry. Don't waste his dinner, bro.
No, he is too.
He don't waste his dinner, bro.
Yeah, I saw a little cheeky
on
Scooby try the
side,
other
bro.
day. I'm thinking, nah. Even littlest touch, he's trying to find that corner. Yeah, he's doing his thing still.
Yeah, he's just hungry, bro. Like, don't eat the hunger. The hunger is real, fam. He's not trying to be out here on some joke thing, fam. He's like, listen, if I get one chance in the game, fam, it's leading to 3 points.
And you see what that is? That's mentality. Because, you know, Isak was bought. Usually, you could easily feel in your shell like, oh, God, they spent a British record on Isak. I'm going to be on the bench. Bruv, he can't be on the bench. The way he's playing and the way Isak, like, he can't be on the bench. We might think
Black, I have to
Isak's
go.
better than him. Huh?
Are you man safe? I have to go.
Bless. Yeah.
Bless,
You
bless.
might, you might think that Isak is better than Ekatike from past experience, but what Ekatike is showing is he's up for this fight and he's not giving up that shirt without a fight. Hell no. And that's where the hunger comes from. And I love players with that mentality. I love it.
He's the wing who plays for Newcastle now. I can see his face and I just can't remember his name.
Alanga?
Nah. He was
Jacob
there
Murphy.
last year. Murphy. Bruv, Murphy is the biggest part of why Isak did so damn well, bro.
Yeah. We'll
Biggest part of why he did so well, bro. So without that, again, you have to understand, yeah, it's like, don't get me wrong, players will always work out what they work out, but you see certain partnerships, like, I know it didn't win us a title or anything, but you look at the partnership that formed between White, Odegaard, and Saka. Yeah. Look at even Odegaard suffered a little bit when Xhaka left. Right? Because there's just certain partnerships you have within a team. I mean, I know some of you, man, you ball and that, innit? So you know there's just that one player, you know he's going to make that run, he's going to make that space for you, or you know he's going to play that ball over there, or you know that he's going to drop up, whatever it might be, right? That level of understanding, when you change teams, and it's like muscle memory, you've always made that run because you know that Murphy's going to cross it here, or Murphy's going to drop it in there for you. But then now you're at Liverpool, where some of those wingers, they're not really thinking about the pass. They're trying to score the goal.
Yeah.
Salah ain't thinking about passing to nobody, brother. He's trying to score.
That Saka and Gyökeres.
Same thing. Same thing.
This is
He was
mad.
playing out in Portugal with wingers that knew nothing else to do than get the big boy the ball.
Yeah.
Constant service, constantly getting fed. Now everybody there is trying to get it. I think it was Paul Merson that was saying it. One of them talking heads on TV was saying it anyway,
Got
like where
Gakpo as well.
they were saying that obviously, like if you look at Arsenal, right, the way how Arteta's got it is he's thinking, I want to get 9 goals from there, 10 goals from there, 5 goals from there. That don't necessarily suit a Gyökeres who wants to be the focal point, who wants to be the guy that gets fed everything. So what he's going to have to do is he's going to have to learn not to just hide behind the centre backs and just keep jostling them around. He needs to drop and get the ball and take the man on. That's the evolution of him. That's how he evolves and gets to the next level.
Yeah. No, facts. I feel like it might be Frimpong, yeah. That might actually be the winger that maybe helps Isak because he's a right back, but you know what he's gonna do. Run to the byline, cross it. What did Murphy do? Just first time, whip it.
Yeah.
Just always looking for his striker. Once you put that ball in the box, as a striker, it can fall. It can fall to you. Just the instinct.
Even if it goes in, if his top lip is going in, bro.
Yeah, that's it. Literally. With Salah, he just taking wild shots and they're not even hitting the target. So I just don't see him complementing. And I don't know why. Because I feel like last season, bruv, how many assists did Mo Salah have? What was it? 26 goals and 17 assists? Something crazy. And now it's like he's felt the pressure. He's felt the pressure of the young, hungry players coming to Liverpool and sort of getting the headlines. And he's
a bit like I said with Odegaard and Xhaka. I think he's missed Trent.
Yeah.
Trent was an insurance policy for him, bro.
Yeah. Salah.
For who? Salah.
Yeah, that was an insurance
wing,
policy. That was indemnity for him on the right side, bruv. He didn't have to come all the way back because you got a bad boy back there. And obviously that side has been a bit up and down for them. Who's the brother they get from? I think he plays on the other side, but the brother they got from Bournemouth, who is
Frimpong, Bradley on the right, and then you got Kirkes and Robertson on the left, isn't it?
Yeah, it was Frimpong.
That's what I'm coming on to. So Kirkes on the left, he's so damn bad that the players, them even on the right and the centre, have to be looking out and trying to help him out. So Salah's lost his insurance on the right. You get where I'm coming from now?
Yeah.
Because when you got a weakness over there, everybody's now focusing on trying to support that weakness over there.
And then you've got the centre backs moving mental as well. So the whole team is disjointed because Konate,
is just, I think he's trying to play him way out the door. And you got Van Dijk just shaking Bunda in the box, bro.
Yeah,
man, that's not.
Man said Van Disney for real. Nah, don't kill me, man.
Man's moving like BBL Van Drizzy.
BBL Van Drizzy. BBL Van Drizzy. Hey, don't piss him off, man. Hey, Twist, what you saying for Liverpool, though? 4 wins in a row. Are they back?
Yeah.
Don't write them off.
Back to you can't write them off really, but I think the title race is over for them though.
Oh yeah. I'm not talking about the title. That's going to end 7.
But you know what? They're cooked. You know why? They started the season with if they get inside, they're winning it all. So whatever it is, they flopped. Innit? This Liverpool team has flopped massively for the season. They can still redeem themselves. Finish strong.
So wait. If they win Champions League and FA Cup, would they redeem themselves?
No, 100%, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously. Just the Champions League's enough. Just the Champions League's enough, bro. Let's be real.
Look at the league form if they do that. No one's going to look at the league form if they do that.
Yeah. They could finish 6th in the league. If they win the Champions League, like, what's that? That means they've got the most in the country, right?
No,
they do already, right?
They got 6. Man U's got 3, so they'll be on 7.
That's what I'm saying.
I know it's a different tournament, but look at Tottenham last year. Tottenham had the most diabolical season in their history in the league. but they won the Europa League, and their chest is high like Mount Everest.
Last minute.
Their chest is high like Mount Everest, and they finished what 17th, 16th, one of them places.
17th, yeah.
Right. Yeah. So it shows that even the darkest domestic season can be covered over in roses if you go and get yourself a European trophy.
No,
Not for me. I'd still be vexed, innit? But I'm just saying, there's some fans out there that will totally disregard the league form because they went and did that.
I can't lie. Give me a not Europa, Champions League. Yo, I don't care. Yo, Ralph, I don't want to hear nothing from no one, but yeah, one step at a time.
No,
I
for
would
me,
think
I'm
about
with you, Blacker. Like I said, I'm an 80s baby, right? So the last time I saw us win the League Cup, I was a young boy, right? Same 3 Prem titles. So as much as I want the Prem, I'm kind of comfortable if we didn't. I'll be comfortable if we went and won a European, like the Champions League. I ain't seen that. Like I said, I was a young boy. We won the Cup Winners' Cup, quite small, so wasn't really engaged with it. So yeah, European trophy and even a League Cup for me, because it was so long ago since I saw that. FA Cups I've seen, Premier Leagues I've seen them go invincible. Do you know what I mean? Like, doesn't mean I don't want to win them no more. But in terms of the ones that I'm really desperate to see, it's that Champions League. But happily, if we looked at it and thought, right, do you know what, we're slipping away in the league and we focused our energy in the Champions League, I wouldn't be overly mad as long as we don't lose the insurance policy of still pushing for a top 4. If we finish 4th and won the Champions League, I'm comfy.
Yeah. No, I hear you.
But you have to have that insurance policy and don't just go gung-ho at the Champions League, end up going out in the semis and now you're 8th. That's a problem, bro.
Yeah, no, I hear you, man. That's fair enough. That's fair enough. I think Liverpool, obviously in the Champions League, that's probably where they're gonna be their most dangerous because they've got the European heritage. The heritage can just take you through. You know, Anfield on the European nights, as they say, these are a thing. We've seen
I think
Liverpool.
that's faded a little bit though, and that's across the board because even when I so it was a couple of years ago. I worked as a steward at Palace for a little while. One of the things we did is I went on the coaches with the away fans up for the game. So obviously inside the ground with the fans, all of that. And I was underwhelmed by the atmosphere at Anfield.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I've heard about it in the Prem.
It's not, no, but then even across the board, because obviously my uncle's a Liverpool fan as well, so he goes to a few games, and even he said, because you have to remember, like them man, they were going Liverpool 70s, 80s, 90s, up until all now, right? And even them man are telling me it's slipped off from where it was, and that's not just the Liverpool thing, that is across the board, innit? There's a lot more corporate seats now, there's a lot more tourists, there's a lot more touting, and then like even for me now, season ticket holder at Arsenal now, like when the guys who normally sit next to me ain't there and you got some tourists there and them man are just sitting down chatting and not even watching the game compared to when I went to Highbury in the 90s and everybody's locked in for 90 minutes behind the team. Like it's a different, the atmosphere don't really hit the way it used to. I'm not saying it's disappeared, but it ain't that imposing place it used to be.
Like
On a big night it is, on a big night it is.
And you know what is like probably the Atletico, that was a mad when at the Emirates anyway, that was a mad atmosphere. But I feel like a lot of the time, away fans, you know, when away fans come to the Emirates, it feels like they just
out on a regular, you know?
Yeah. Especially the foreign
in the Europa League, Bodo Glint.
Glint.
Is it AZ or was it PSV or PSV Eindhoven? Oh my god, bruv. Then there was another mad team.
Nah.
I can remember because they had like blue and white and they were moving mad, bruv. Flares and everything, fam. They was moving crazy.
I think it was Bodo Glint. There was a yellow team anyway. They was moving mental. Like you say,
that was
flares. Yeah, they was moving mad. I was like, show.
Yeah, they were crazy. PSV, they were trying to scrap man outside. Like they were just on smoke. They sent all their hooligans, bro. They were trying to scrap the man and everything. It was nuts. Tearing out seats.
Yeah. See, that's what I mean, man. But yeah, man. Obviously, hopefully Liverpool don't win that. So yeah, we'll go. Yeah, man, ban them. We'll go on to the last two. Yeah, of course. You're meant to. You're not meant to like no one. You get me? Everyone's a op other than you. You get me?
It was a up, man. Fuck everyone, man. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. So we go to the last two, the main event. Arsenal 2. Who do we even play? See, I haven't forgot Brighton.
Brighton.
Brighton 1, the Seagulls. Then you have Manchester City 2, Nottingham Forest 1. I'm gonna tie them in
That
together
upset
because
my soul. So let
my
me tell, let me
sheep
let you
for
know
my sheep.
how my walk up to the ground went. Right. So shout out Clock and Curtis, innit? I'll meet up with him before most games. We went and grabbed the food. We're walking up to the ground. Look through the window. 1-1. Thinking, go on, Nottingham Forest, do me a favor. Bless you, brother. I got through the turnstile. Turn round. Look at the screen. 2-1. I was like, yo, fuck are you?
You know,
Upset, bro.
you see, yeah. Because I was watching it, I didn't say nothing in the groups. I didn't mention the game because with Manchester City,
They always find a way.
they give you that. There's that sinking feeling. It's the feeling of inevitability. You just feel they're just gonna find a way. It's like you don't know, you can't even see where it's coming from, but you just feel it's coming. And I feel like oppositions, they're starting to get that again because Man City, it felt like they didn't really have as much of a fear factor at the start of the season. Teams were just kind of brushing them. They still give away chances, don't get me wrong, but it just feels that when it gets to them dying minutes, they've done it against Leeds just the other day. They done it again against Forest. So you just feel like they're starting to get their mojo back. And one
Bro,
player,
that's called
Ryan,
know-how. That's called muscle memory. That's called being here before, know how to do it. It's a little bit of what's missing at Chelsea, right?
mm,
And that's what I'm coming on to. I think I'm glad you mentioned that with City. So I'm not trying to go too far back in time because we've been there, done that with Chelsea, but just very quickly, if you look at the City squad and if you look at some of the players and the situations that they've been in, they get into a game and they go 1-0 downs, for example. No
yeah,
panic. Because they're thinking, all right, we've been here before and we've found ways out of it. And this is how we did it. Right? When you've got the muscle memory of how to get out of a situation, you react better. And that's the thing with City. Don't matter. They could be 10 points behind you, mate. They're thinking, yeah, been there, done that. Yeah, we just smash you in the last 10 games. We ain't losing the last 12. So anything that happens in the 26 that precede it, we don't care. That last 12, we're on your ass.
yeah,
And that's how they've done it every year, right?
yeah. And I think they're 5 games in a row now.
All
Was
right.
it? So, boy, the Blue Shark is trying to come and get Arsenal, but at the same
It
time,
was always there. Like, see,
they,
Moses is gone now, but this is what I would have said to Moses because we're in another WhatsApp group and everybody in there was like, oh, Liverpool, oh, Liverpool. I said, forget Liverpool. Watch what City's doing. That's the one we're chasing. Have
yeah,
tunnel vision. It's us and City. Don't mind anyone else bouncing up and down because the only one out of the pack that's chasing that knows how to gun you down and hunt you down is City. Everyone
yeah,
else is going to fall away. Stick with City. That's how you get to where you want to go.
no, that is facts, man. To be honest, I was guilty of thinking, yep, they just looked way too open at the back. I did not think that they'll just be defensively solid. But what I failed to account for is that they would just happily score you off the park. That 5-4 game
Remember,
with Fulham, I
when
was
you've
like,
got a
oh,
robot, called Haaland, all things are possible, my friend.
yeah, no,
Yeah,
facts.
you could have a game that's like 0.01 xg, and then Haaland just gets 3 shots, bro.
Yeah, man, that
Puts 2 of
Haaland
them away.
guy is just, he's inevitable.
The
And
only thing that
even,
has saved us is in recent years, by and large, and I don't want to talk too tough because we still have to go to the Etihad still, but most seasons, Saliba or Gabriel, one of the two, just have Haaland in their pocket at the end of the game more time than not.
yeah,
Control him, take him out of the game. And then obviously again last season we caught a bit of life because of the Rodri situation, right? Because if Rodri was fit and firing in both games, it might not have been as sweet as it was for us. And I'll tell you that openly as an Arsenal fan, you got Rodri and Haaland on the pitch. It's a long day.
And they still had KDB then times as well, didn't they?
Yeah, but he was.
But I think it was
in
injured.
and out
He
of
was
it.
injured though. He was injured against. I'm sure he didn't play at the Etihad because I feel like the way he was defending, you would have just seen him slap one top bins. You know what he does.
He's been more of a thorn in our side. Obviously, he's off in Italy living it up now, but he was more of a thorn in our side than Haaland ever was.
Yeah, the 4-1 game, he scored 2 in it.
Problem. Yeah, problem.
Yeah, he was dangerous, man.
I was happy when they sold him. I said, "Thank God."
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm happy KDB's not in the league no more.
He put the same fear in my heart that Drogba used to. You see Drogba? Oh my God! When I used to see Drogba on a team sheet, I think, Lord God,
last minute champions.
Do you want a little food poisoning or something, or just a stub toe? Like, why are you here, bro?
Yeah, man, saying just something, man, diarrhea, man, something, man.
I don't want you to. I don't wish you no long-term harm, you know, because I'm not like that,
man.
Like, even with Isak, like he plays for a rival team, but I wish him a speedy recovery, bro. I don't like to see ballers get injured.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, ruins the game, man. Man need some highlight clips on that, man. They need to be out there balling, bro. Make the game fun, man.
Yeah, man. So what he's saying about this title race twist is hotting up Arsenal.
Right,
not looking the most convincing, even though we're playing. I'd say we're not playing badly. We're just not putting away our chances. But then you've got Man City on the other hand. You give them 2 chances, it's a goal.
You know what? Yeah, I think Arsenal's just panicking too early. Because what's your last 5 games? What is it? And what's City's last 5 games? Can you pull that up?
I think we finish up at Palace, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, I think we do. I'm gonna get it now.
Which is not a fun
wins
place
and
to
losses, because I feel like it's only been a draw or a loss, and the Arsenal fans are freaking out because everything else has been a win.
Yeah, we've lost.
I'm gonna come back to something I said earlier. Online fans are freaking out. Online fans, because when I'm in the stadium, like I'm not knocking the online thing because everyone's got to have an opinion. But what I'm hearing online ain't matching what I'm hearing in the ground.
Stadium, yeah.
Not even close.
That's true.
Not even close.
People are happy to support their teams and root all the way, see them through. Yeah, I get it. But online,
where I sit,
it's a lot of old
boys. It's a lot of old boys where I sit. Like I'm in the West Stand, just behind the home bench, and there's a lot of old boys. Some of these boys have been going to the Arsenal before I was even thought of by my parents. Do you know what I mean? And them man are telling me, bro, I remember in this season in the 80s, or I remember this season and whatever. And even me, who kind of came up through the 90s, every now and again, they'll remind me of something. And they'll be like, oh, don't you remember we were chasing United for 12 points and still won the league?
That's 98.
Yeah, I mean, so the older heads will sometimes trigger my memory back and say, no, bro, we've been here before.
Reality, they keep you grounded, man. They'll let you know, that's the game, man. That's the beauty of the game. Yeah,
That's
man.
That's why they call it the beautiful game.
Yeah, man.
I mean, the first time I acknowledged that there was a club called Arsenal, when I was actually recognizing it wasn't just people playing football on the thing. I think the manager was Bruce Rioch. So that's where I'm coming from with it.
Damn.
You know what I mean? Like I said, I'm not ancient, but I've been around a while. You know what I mean?
Nah, definitely experience with it still.
Yeah. So for me, I still remember when Wenger come and people saying, "Who the hell is this guy, bruv? Who's he? What does he know?"
We're saying fickle.
I still remember people getting on Henri's back and getting on Henri's back and being like, "Oh, this guy, who's this guy? Like, what's he doing?" We know how that one ended.
So let me pull up the fixtures. I can't.
While you're pulling that up, I'm gonna say to you this: I feel sometimes some of our performances are down to the energy that is being transmitted to the pitch. Sometimes that's why you see the players doing this so much. Like, come on, because they know they feed off of us.
Yeah. Okay. So, oh my days. So. So look, Manchester's last. Okay, we'll go to the last 7 games, because this is where I think this is the business end. Man City got Chelsea away,
Ooh.
Arsenal at home, Burnley away, Everton away, Brentford at home, Bournemouth away, and then Aston Villa on the final game of
Oh
the season.
Lord.
And then
Ah.
Arsenal's won, Bournemouth at home, City away, Newcastle home, Fulham home, West Ham away, Burnley at home, Crystal Palace away. And hopefully Crystal Palace are in the Europa Conference final. So
And resting players. Amen.
Yeah.
Amen.
Man, I hope it. Man, I'm hoping on the football gods.
Amen.
but bruv, obviously I'd say Arsenal have I wouldn't say in a lot easier. You don't want to start getting too ahead of yourself, but the run favours Arsenal. But the
The
only
word is
problem is
favourable.
we
There's
face.
no such thing as an easy game in the Premier
Yeah,
League,
that's
but
why I
the
said
results are
None, but-
favourable.
yeah.
Yeah.
But we play Man City in those last 7 games. So if they beat us and they go top, that could now give them momentum. And what
It
looks like
all
hard games,
depends
you
on
know the
what's
blue
happened
shark.
before that game. It depends on how we arrive at the Etihad. Because if we arrive at the Etihad, say, I don't know,
I said 6
8 points clear,
Yeah,
6 points
we gotta
clear,
be 6.
you can let it slip. You can let that one slip. I don't think we will. I still think
Yeah.
the minimum we leave the Etihad with is a draw.
Mm.
Because the thing that showed me that there was a turning point in the Pep versus Arteta battle is when he turns up at the Emirates this year, takes Haaland off and brings defenders on.
Yeah.
He's never
Can't
done that
pass.
before. He's seen something. And obviously, remember, he knows
was in a
Arteta
dark
better than any
place as
Arsenal
well.
fan could dream of knowing him. He
Yeah.
knows him better than any of the fans could dream of knowing him. So if he's turned around and felt like he needed to do that against an Arteta side, he's like, no. He's here now. He's arrived.
Mm.
Pep knows it.
Yeah.
But Pep's been telling us, even when everyone else was saying, is he good enough, this, that, the other, Pep was telling you that's a bad boy there, you know.
Mm. But one thing I'll say, I feel like City were probably that. I feel like they was in the bad patch then, and Pep knew if I lose this game, it's done, because I think it would have been like, I think 11 points. That was the game Arsenal needed to try to kill Man City, because we would have 3 more points or 2 more points, and they'd had 1 less point. So the gap would be 5 right now. Obviously, 5's not enough, but it would be a lot more
But
calm.
did you know what? I don't think that's the game that influenced the gap. The game that influenced the gap for me was Sunderland.
Oh yeah, that was horrible.
Because obviously, I think Liverpool had a bad weekend. City had a bad weekend that week. That was the time to strike.
Did they lose against Newcastle?
I'm sure they had a bad result. I could have got that wrong.
They
But
might have lost against Newcastle.
I think they
but I'm
lost
not
that week.
sure.
I'm sure, because I remember going into that game thinking, "Rah, we got a chance to really stamp this down."
Oh
Do you know what I mean?
no, I think that was the 5-4. So that's even the turning point. I think that's the 5-4 against Fulham. I literally think that's the 5-4, because I think we played first. We played
Yeah.
first.
You're right. You're right. You're right. You're
And
right.
we had the chance to go and stretch the gap and
Yeah.
put the pressure on, but and that's something that we need to learn to do. If City play first and drop points, we have no choice but to go and win the game. We
That's only one
play
side.
against Aston Villa first. We have to put the gap, like that'll put pressure on City at the Stadium of Light. These are
But
the
this is
little
a good
things
time
that
to
we've
come in
got
and
to do.
talk about the Arsenal Brighton game, because, like I said,
Mm.
if there's a few things that I want to raise about this game, right?
Yeah,
So let me start at the top, right? I'm getting a little bit worried about the Ethan situation, because it's starting to feel like Smith Rowe in ways, right? How is he going to get into this side? And one of the ways he could have got some minutes, right? I think he'll play against Portsmouth in the cup, hopefully, if he ain't gone out on loan. But more to my point, right? If we go into that game, the way how we started that game against Brighton, like I said to you at the top of the show, boys,
Lovely
like
game.
I literally switched off when Brighton scored, because I was thinking, this is a cakewalk, mate. We're
Yeah.
mullering this lot. But if we killed it in the first part of that game, that's when he can get a bit more experimental with it, if you like. And I don't think it's an experiment to bring Ethan on, but I'm choosing that as a phrase, right?
No,
You can go and give
because
him some minutes and you can let him run. Because
you're
you're not chasing
right.
the game now.
You're right, because what's his name? even Madueke has not touched the pitch for the last 2 games. It's been that tight that even he's not getting minutes. So how is Ethan gonna get the minutes? So I agree with that as well. That the games are a bit too tight at the moment. We need to finish
Yeah.
our dinner. Like the
Now,
Palace
if you
game.
go and kill games off, like obviously Max Dowman, he's been out for a while now. Speedy recovery, my guy. What we've seen has been a good look, but you're still young. Give him time. But
Yeah.
this is the type of thing. You go kill a game, make it 3-0. You can start bringing him in and letting him ball out. You can bring Ethan in and let him ball out. Right? You might have even said, all right, cool, we're 3-0 up now. Let Eze have another go at the left-hand side, because I could tell you after 55 minutes, 60 minutes, Trossard was spent, mate.
Yeah.
There was a good 15 minutes where he never touched the ball because he gave it all to us in the first half. He was knackered.
Yeah, he destroyed them.
Oh
Hey,
my
what
days,
he
bro.
done to that? What he done to that? What
I
he
used to
done
have to
to
watch
that?
the
Right?
NBA to see ankles get snapped. Now I'm watching it in the Premier League every week.
Hey, I
Martinelli
think that
against
was
Palace, and
worse.
then Trossard just left
That was
man.
worse than what he done to Porro. It was worse.
No. It can't be worse than that. Poro needed an ambulance after that, bro. Man had to
He
come
done him. He done him 3 times.
Nino.
He done him 3 times, and I think he nutmegged him at the end, or he nutmegged someone. I said, "Oh my days,
How greedy.
how greedy!" Hey, but yeah, say it, bro. Go on, your points as well, man, on the
But
game.
no, yeah. So I think we just didn't kill that game off early. And then do you know what it is? Again, as time went on, and then they kept, do you know what? Shout out to the Brighton manager, because I don't know what he said to them boys at halftime in the dressing room, but they came out on fire. Actually, do you know what he said? He said to them, very simply, you need to be braver, right?
Yeah.
Because that was the thing. In the first half, Brighton weren't really taking many risks.
No.
Lots of safe passes, lots of safe positioning. Nobody was trying to push up too far. Second half, all bets were off, and they just thought, we're gonna have a go. We're already down. Let's just have a go. And they did. They had a go, and they looked good for it. But this is the
Yeah.
thing. We already knew that from the manager that left them last year.
Zerbi,
They were playing lovely football, right? And they haven't lost too many since then, and they've added a few in, right? I think the boy they let go to Sunderland was Brazy, fam. Because if they'd had him,
Dingra.
if they had him,
What a Dingra
Dingra's a
Minter.
bad boy, yeah, man.
but if they had him, the way how we was in the last 20 minutes, oh my lord.
But
It
'cause he
could have been a
slapped it in today.
long evening, bruv. You see the goal he scored for Sunderland today?
Yeah, that's what I
Cheese
said.
on bread. But then, do you know what? Last point I'm going to make here, because it's 3 points, so I ain't got too much to say. Shout out my goalkeeper. And again, I am sorry, Arteta, because I gave you so much stress when you pushed Ramsdale out the side. But you were right. You were right. That keeper, bad boy.
Yeah, no,
That
facts.
save was crazy.
Nah, it was world class. I'll big up to Chris as well, man. Gabriel back for
Shout
Villa.
out,
Yeah,
Chris.
he's gonna
Yeah,
have
Gabriel had a little cameo. That was good to see him coming on. And you know what? I again, Arteta, mind games. Because when man told me that he didn't train, and then I see him on the bench, I was thinking, yeah, idiot, fam. How are you going to put the man on the bench and play him, fam, and he ain't even trained, fam? You wanted to get injured again? Yeah, idiot. Then I thought, hold on. My manager plays mind games, fam. That man's just been training indoors away from the cameras, bro. He's always been ready. He just didn't want to let people know he was back.
I think this is the game that they targeted, innit?
Yeah.
And you might even see Havertz on the bench.
Even Timber, I think Timber was kind of taken out as a precautionary thing.
Yeah, all of them. I know all of them.
Calafiori, he did actually pull up in the warm up. Still,
and
he pulled up in the warm up. It didn't feel right.
Pulled up in the warm up, but I think once again, it's better safe than sorry. It's better. Like, I don't think it's a mad injury. I just think he felt
not
something.
A mad injury, but the facial expression suggested he was very uncomfortable.
Yeah. And I think that's whatever happened to him. I think something similar happened to Timber.
Timber, I think is slightly different. I think they looked at it and they thought, hold on, we can do without him today because we definitely need him at Villa. And again, you have to look at the injuries he came off last season.
Yeah.
Because as much you can do, as much recovery, you can do as much gym work, But the fact of the matter is, the biggest stress that you're going to put on yourself is match day. because all bets are off, because there is no maximum load, there is no maximum. Do you know what I mean? It is just purely the intensity of the game. And like I said, it's the most physical league on the face of the earth. I think the only leagues that are probably a little bit more physical are some of the South American ones, but they're not as high quality, if you want to call it quality.
Yeah, technical.
Yeah. No, facts.
I'm with Chris on this.
Yeah.
George Graham, brother. The 1-0, it works, fam. By any means necessary. I think it was Benitez who famously said, you win every game 1-0, you still win the league, innit?
Yeah. You can't complain, man. You literally can't complain. Obviously, the clean sheets have dried up, but like it was never gonna run, especially with the amount of backline changes. I think that was the 8th different centre back pairing. So there's a lot going on at Arsenal. Hopefully the players will come back better, but we definitely just need to kill off games. That's what we just need to do. If we
But there's
start
a positive in what you said there. If we can keep changing the back line and still get results, it shows the depth of our squad.
exactly, and
Yeah.
that's
Is that not what we all wanted? What was the problem last year? Because like I said, on our bare knees, on our bare bones, with the littlest part of the squad left, we still got to the semi of 2 cups. One of them being the Champions League.
yeah.
So now you give the squad a little bit of depth. Look what it can do.
Yeah, already back in the semi-final, a lot
Right.
better than a lot better off than this time last season.
Yeah.
So top of the Champions League group, like there's so much to be positive about. Obviously, you always want more as a fan, but wanting more and going too far, there's a line, and I feel like I'm probably guilty sometimes as well. Like you're like, your career is why like that. You should have scored.
As
You
my
should
mum
have-
used to famously always say to me, what you want and what you get is 2 different something.
Nah, for real, man. So
Yeah.
this is the thing. I'm just looking at certain things that in my head I'm thinking then that sooner or later someone's gonna get beaten. I'm hoping it's Villa. I'm hoping it's them that gets the 3 goals past them. We haven't been finishing our chances. The Palace game and the Brighton game, those games they should have easily been 4, 5s. The chances that we had, especially that Brighton game, Gyökeres, Martinelli, this guy, clean cut chances, and I'm more happy with that than that stages of the season when we was relying on set pieces, because I would rather us create the chances, and we still know we have the threat of the set piece as well. So if we can play to the levels of the last 2 games, just finishing against Villa, I'm very confident. Very
For me,
confident.
there's 2 key points in the game that we need to improve on.
Yeah.
The first 25 minutes, that's trying to kill the game off. And it's the last 10 to 15 minutes, right? Because I think sometimes what the idea is okay, we got the 1-0, we're going to try and sit on that. But then the concentration levels fall off. I think sometimes we need to be more offensive to be defensive. And I know that is an oxymoron in how I've said it, but I just feel like we are more difficult to break down when we're trying to go forward than when we're sitting back. I think when we're sitting back, that's where the concentration laps a little bit and people start getting in each other's way.
And then we're going to kill ourselves. Sooner or later, we're going to kill ourselves. One of these games, Raya, I love the save, but he didn't do it the last game, but there's been a lot of games where we're doing this passing from the back and he's doing something silly, taking these risks. The previous game he passed it out. It's just certain things we just don't need to give the opposition any
He had one in the Brighton game. He had one in the Brighton game. I'm trying to remember what it was.
There you go.
He passed it out literally between 2 Brighton players. And what come out of my mouth, I couldn't even repeat on your stream because you might get locked off, fam. But I was casting some blow.
Hey, but like those are just the little things in it. Like sometimes we play the ball too much in our own half. Why do we keep? I know what we're trying to do. We're trying to draw the opposition so we can hit them with a quick break. But sometimes it's just better. Know the game state. It's 2-0. Let's play in their half, not in front of our own goal, because we know we've seen it so many times happen.
It's that classic thing. Sometimes you just don't need to overplay.
There
Yeah,
we go.
there's a time to ball out and there's a time to keep it stupidly simple. Right? End of the day, when you've got Martinelli on the pitch, you've got Gokares on the pitch, right? There's nothing wrong with going route one sometimes to just try and go and score that goal. Just send the ball over the top for them boy to go chase. You know Martinelli's fast enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's done it how many times now? Send him that ball.
Look at the goal. Gyökeres, he done great to get in the position to miss that chance. Because
Brother,
it's
don't
just
even
a
call it a
messy
miss.
ball.
That was a
and
pass, bruv. He passed to the goalkeeper.
I'm being generous.
And I'm not even a hater. You
It
know,
was
I love the boy.
pathetic.
I love the fact that I love his work rate. But
Yeah.
but then the thing is, I'm one of those people, yeah, who I'm slightly different with it. Yeah, you see, when a striker's not performing there, I don't say hook him. I say you keep playing the motherfucker. Keep playing him. Because the more he plays and the more chances he gets, he's gonna build up. Okay, cool. I'll do that next. Yeah. Strikers are for me, strikers rely on games to hit form.
And
it's impossible to have a striker coming in and out of a team and for him to hit any form. Ain't gonna happen.
You see one thing as well. You see the second one when he smashed it, he almost took off the goalie's head. Yeah? If he done that for the first one,
game over.
Goal done. That would have won 3-0 first half. Done.
Yeah.
We don't score these early goals no more. That was like the fun thing about Arsenal. We were just blitzing teams in the first half. I don't know if we're saving ourselves for the second half of the season. Hopefully that's the case. But
then do you know what? I understand why Arteta has become a little bit more pragmatic. I don't know if it was last season or the season before, but there was a couple of games where we conceded from kickoff. We did it against Bournemouth and someone else. I want to say...
Wait,
I want to
sorry?
say it was a Sheffield or a Leeds or someone like that. Like literally from kickoff, we conceded.
Oh yeah,
was definitely one of them.
Bournemouth is definitely one.
And I want to say it was like a Sheffield
Brentford?
United or a Leeds. Well,
Was it Brentford? Because he was banging in them early goals on the.
What, in Buemo?
Yeah, I think it was in
Was it
Buemo
in
early
Buemo?
goals. Yeah, like 30 seconds, 1 minute 70. Yo, man.
Yeah, it was
It
Brentford.
must have been Brentford.
And Buemo, when he done it to Raya, I swear, like he beat Raya right in the post.
That was it. That was
Stuck.
it. That was it. Right? But look at that situation there. See, Arteta is someone who,
overthinker.
when something happens to him, it burns him deep. It burns him deep, and he will lock it down to make sure that doesn't happen again, or to try and stop that from happening again. Not say it won't happen again, but he will do everything in his power to make sure that doesn't happen again. Go back to the all or nothing. When I lose a duel, I am upset.
Yeah. Can't win
He's all about the fine details. So certain
very
times as fans, we're looking at him and we're thinking, what the hell is this guy doing? Like, this guy is looking at things that we're not even preying.
Declan Rice at right back. Hey, good experiment. No, he done all right.
So I wasn't worried about him playing at right back. What I was more concerned with was losing his impetus in the left eight and losing that momentum on that side of the pitch. Because I think if he was in that position, maybe Trossard gets a goal out of that.
Yeah.
Because he just drives in a certain way. And I think Lewis Skelly definitely had a worse game than he would have had because he didn't have Rice over there. Again, this
right. Yeah. Partnerships.
You got your defensive unit, your midfield unit, and your attacking unit, right? And each unit relies on a bit of support and cover from the others. Yeah. Saliba and Gabriel, they can push themselves further up the pitch because they've got the insurance. Well, in years gone by, they had the insurance policy of Partey. Now they got Rice, right? Saka and whatever they can do, and they can kind of get back a little bit slower because you know you got a Declan Rice. Now, Declan Rice, remember, he started his trade as a centre back. You know, it's not a million miles away. If you can go from centre back to go playing out there, then right back, that's light work, bro.
We got a question here from Joe. We'll ask So I'll ask Twisty, then I'll ask you, D. And can you 100% say that you believe Arsenal will win the league after, especially, and it being initially 7 points clear? I butchered that part. You get there. You get there.
Boy, 100% is not. Nah, obviously not 100%. I wouldn't say 100% believe, but yeah, like 80%. 80% Arsenal could still win the league. Still,
What about you, D?
Well, the question's about belief. I believe 110% that we can do it. 110% I believe that we can do it. Now, I also say that you only win what you deserve to win. That you don't win this league by luck, or there's no birthright to be Premier League champion. You got to earn that over 38 battles, mate. Yeah, we've had 18 of those battles and we ain't done too bad. Yeah. So if we replicate a similar type of form across the remaining 20 games, absolutely we can win the league. Absolutely. No reason to doubt that.
Can you 100% say that you believe Arsenal will? So you're saying will?
110%. I believe they will. I believe they will. But like I said, it's not down to me. It's not even down to Arteta. It's down to those 11s he keeps putting out. They've got to put in their performances. And if they do that, brother, as it stands at this moment in time, we could go win all 4. We're in the competitions. Why not? Aim for the moon. If you miss, you're still amongst the stars. I grew up on that saying.
Yeah, Vav, do I believe? I don't. Vav, I think Arsenal. I think Arsenal from this stage should, being a politician, I think they should win the league. But Vav, you know what, man? I'm not gonna get drawn into this, man. It's one game at a time. Arteta, I didn't predict us to win the league, so I just want to be proved wrong. Just prove me
Blackheart,
wrong.
let me ask you this real quick.
Yeah.
What has this side shown you that makes you doubt their ability to win the league?
Arteta.
Is it literally just Arteta?
Yeah, it's him. Like, it's him. That there's certain.
Brother, he stopped kicking ball a long time ago, you know, bro.
What it is, yeah, there's certain games. Is he gonna overthink and do something? Like, I don't really like seeing this Marino in there. I don't like seeing Marino in midfield in big games. That I don't want to see. Like the Liverpool and the Man City game. If we played Eze, would it been different? I don't know. But there's just certain things, and it's not even just that. The substitutions. The Sunderland game, I believe that game, there could have possibly been a chance of us holding out if we made substitutions earlier, because it was the 80th minute when we tried. We just looked tired. We're getting tired.
Brother, that's a coin flip, though. That's a coin flip, right? Because
yes,
a couple of seasons ago, I'd have been right with you, because there's been like in previous 2-3 seasons, I've looked at it and I thought, mate, you've just not made the subs. But this year, though, at least 4, 5, 6 times he's made subs that have changed the game. What game is it? Who is it against? He brought on Calafiori, Noni.
I know what you're talking about. It was a close
He's
game.
only like 4 or 5 games ago.
I think it was a home game.
Yeah, it was only 4 or 5 games ago.
Yeah,
and literally, the players he brings on are the ones that go and score the goal or go and set the goal.
No, it's Champions League. Champions League. They scored in 1 minute. Whoever we beat last in the Champions League, that's who it was. It was away, wasn't it?
Hang on, no, wait. Was it the Bayern game?
Yeah, it was Bayern Munich.
Yeah. It was the Bayern Munich game.
Yeah, it was Bayern Munich. Noni scored against Bayern. That's the game. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Right.
No, but
and even if you go back earlier than that, right? So like maybe 2-3 games into the season, right? Where he's made a couple changes, and it's not always just been about the person coming on being the goal scorer, right? It's about taking up space or just running or just tiring man out or dragging players out of the way. Like I said, Arteta's a man about the small details. So sometimes the changes are just about controlling the game in a different way. And I think, again, I've got to the point where in terms of his recruitment, I fully trust him. I think the last frontier for me was to trust his game management. And I think there's still room for improvement. Probably at about 70% trust of his game management now. There's still
But
a little bit of room to go.
that's what I was saying. I don't fully get onto the game management because, like you said, there has been games where it's like I won't say I was hoodwinked, but there's just certain times I'm like, yes, you've made the changes earlier because we know usually 70s. Sometimes this season, Aston Villa half time, I think he brought on Gyökeres and Trossard. There's other games where he's made them early and they've made big differences. So I'm not fully.
All right.
There's just that doubt in my head when the
The
pressure
one thing I've
gets
learned
on.
about Arteta is save for injuries, don't expect nothing before about 62 minutes. He'll always give the first 11 60 to 65 minutes to cook. Always. Yeah. Unless somebody's lagging, tired, injured, he'll always do that. Right. But then what I have found is that when he needs to go to subs, there's certain players he trusts more than others. And he'll rely on them. And sometimes that can be good, having your players that you rely on. But sometimes it's better to give that one a go because he's got a point to prove. And he'll come on and bust the gut a bit more than him, who's used to knowing that, all right, yeah, I'm going to come on in about the 65th minute.
Potentially, he could have done that with Nani and Saka.
Yes.
Just the other.
But the substitution of but you know what? Even if you bringing Martinelli on, you can never really wrong that because his record off the bench speaks for itself, right?
Yeah.
But
no complaints.
Trossard had to come off the pitch because, like I said to you, 10 to 15 minutes, he couldn't get near the ball.
But if you saw that, potentially that's when you bring Martinelli on a bit sooner.
But this is the thing, right? I sit in front of the home bench, right? So you see when he was bringing Lewis Skelly off, when he's bringing Lewis Skelly off, obviously them man were running on the line in front of him. Yeah. So you saw kind of a couple man sort of saying, "Oh, what him?" It's like, no, you come, and that's when you call Martinelli up.
Yeah.
Right. So obviously you could see, and then with that, I always forget his name. I'm just going to call him AirPod. Right. He was in deep conversation with Mr. AirPod.
Albert Stuyvenberg.
That's the one. Right. They were talking and they were looking at something, and then even Heinz tapped him, and he was pointing. Obviously, you can't hear what they're saying, but he was pointing something out to him on the pitch, and then he pointed down the line, and that's when you see him get up and say, "You come, you come." So it's a collective decision. Yeah, Arteta, do you know what? You have to go to a game, and although you're there to watch the game, sometimes watch our bench. You will see how the dynamic works between him and those coaches. They're all watching certain things. Like one guy watches the set piece, the other one's watching the transition, the other one's watching this, and he takes all that information in from his coaches because his coaches will say something to him like, "All right, boom, he's not running enough," and then you'll see him go up. Do this, do that, da, 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 da. Sometimes it's AirPod Al that will get up and tell him, man, yo, drop deeper or push up, come over here, tighter. Yeah, it's a collective thing.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah, so sometimes he gets the blame, but sometimes it's the information that's being fed to him. You have to remember nowadays with football, there's a lot of tactical analysis, data analysis, video analysis, all of this. Set piece. There's a lot of people feeding information in. So sometimes put yourself in his shoes. So you might have, for example, Al saying, "Yeah, boom, I'll bring on Noni and put him there." You might have Heinz saying, "No, we need to make a defensive change." Then obviously he's got the final call, right?
Yeah.
He's the one who has to make the decision. And the reason why I would say that his coaches are sometimes more influential than him. You remember when he had a ban for a couple of games?
Yeah.
And Albert was running the team.
Oh, yeah. That was
did you know it's too much? Yeah.
His last season, I think, when we was getting with them yellows and reds, I'm sure he got banned.
It was around the Disgracia time, wasn't it? When he got his little slap on the wrist for calling Newcastle Disgracia. So that probably been the season before, right?
Yeah. It's either one of them.
Either. It's beside the point. But around that time, when we were playing, did you notice too much difference in the side?
No.
Not a great deal, because the rest, the head chef wasn't there, but the sous chefs know the recipe.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it was all sorted out at Coney. That's what I'm telling you. That's what has given me the trust in Arteta, because he's changed the club not only on the pitch but off it. And for all these Arsenal fans to be online getting becks and talking about outcomes who didn't win the league, who believe we could win it before Arteta come? I'm not saying that Arteta is the messiah and that there's no better coaches out there, but give the man the flowers for what he's done to this football club and how he's turned it around mentally and on the pitch.
No, I hear you. And
Put some
my,
respect on my gaffer, mate.
and you know, my thing is just always now, like now, we've got everything now. So let's just get over the line. It,
I'm
it
greedy.
doesn't.
I still think
It,
I still think the squad needs a couple more players. A player who can play across the front three. Doesn't have to be brilliant at all of those positions,
no, I
right?
agree. And the
And I
Rice
think,
replacement. That's what I would say. Someone that
yeah,
can
you know
someone
what I would say? That was where I was at, but I would have said, all right, so 3 players that I would have brought in pre our right back crisis is I would have probably brought in a replacement, not a replacement, but cover for Rice.
yeah, that's
I would have had another creative midfielder come in, because it doesn't seem like it seems like he's got eyes on Eze moving out to the left, which not for me. I think he's better in the 10. And I would have had a player who can play across the front 3. So maybe he trades as a striker. He can play out left. He can play out right. I think, because obviously I think the biggest thing that Arteta has done for the squad is having players that can play in multiple positions. And I think having more players like that is just good in terms of squad cover and tactically, because if you've got a player who naturally is a winger, but he's always drifting into the central position, when you go against a team that man marks, what the hell are they going to do? You're going to follow him out of position and leave a gap? And that kind of chaos that you create when you've got players who are moving around and popping up in different places. And the best example I would give of that isn't even in the Premier League. Go and watch some Bayern games.
Yeah.
Look how Bayern players move around on the pitch.
Yeah. Well, we saw him.
It's a headache, bro.
That kid was moving crazy. What's
It's
his
a
name?
headache.
Leonard Carl.
Yeah,
I never
they're a
heard of him.
headache. You can't mark them. They're a headache.
Yo. Hey, Lewis Skelly's having nightmares about that kid, you know.
But then, like I said, it's not his fault. It's not his fault. Like, when he's being called upon with teams that are just like,
Yo,
they're like
it's
water, bro.
mental.
They're just flowing here, there, and everywhere. It's hard to read that game. I mean, Rice in his interview after the Bayern game said as much. He said it's really hard to get your references when you're playing them, because, like, obviously you can't match the patterns of play. You can't see where people are going. Like, he's popping up from there. I mean, at certain points,
Very
Kane was
fluid.
playing at centre back, for Christ's sake.
Yeah,
Like,
she was going mental.
everywhere.
Yeah. So yeah, we definitely adapt. I feel like we just look better in Europe as well, but obviously that's because teams are not low blocking as much anyway. So that's just it's a trade off. So
Brother,
when you
teams that could play us off the park if they wanted to are low blocking. If that doesn't show you that there is a change in the respect for Arsenal, then I don't know what will, my guy. Because when you got the big bad City that really and truthfully, City want to turn it on, they can lick down anybody. Right? Liverpool can lick down anybody, but they're still playing with a bit of caution.
And then another thing, so obviously I feel like we've given Arsenal their time because we've given them their respect. We're 2 hours in. So just before we go, we'll touch back on City. Obviously, we're seeing Cherky. He's doing a madness. Foden looks back to Foden.
Yeah.
Haaland is Haaland. Reinders can pop up with a goal here and there. What happens if Doku comes back and they buy Semenyo? Does that change things in your mind? If they bring in another Semenyo, another threat.
No, doesn't change it for me. And I'll tell you why it doesn't change it. Because, like I said to you, near enough the top of the show, City have always been a team that have had a bench that could walk into most teams. Like, nothing new.
Yeah.
Pep will see a player have 4 games and buy his replacement. Like, Pep is a mind games man, you know. You'll put the man on the bench and have him looking at you like, yeah, I dare you slip. Because you know what I can do if I come on. Yeah, you go hit that bad patch of form. You won't play again until April, bro. Because I'm taking this. It's the hunger that he's built. The only thing, again, I'm going to shout at the guy who sits next to me, Tom. One thing that he said to me, because I was even saying that, I'll get Semenyo in. He's like, nah, do you know what? When you got two in every position, yeah, mentally, it's me against him. When you add a third player to that, that can twist the psychology a bit sometimes. Because now there's too many people to climb over. And you can say, oh, well, if you believe in yourself, look, there's believing in yourself, and then there's actually being real with the opportunity ahead of you. Do you know what I mean? Because you could believe in yourself all you want, but the fact of the matter is, if you've got 2 8 out of 10s in front of you, you need 2 people to slip up. What's the chances that 2 of them are going to stink the house out? 1 might, 2 probably not.
And what if a man just is doing the mad thing? Like obviously Trossard's probably he's been our forward of the season. He's been outstanding.
The only reason why he can't keep man out over the long term is the legs, because the legs will fail him. His heart is strong, but his legs will fail him.
Yeah.
And that's not a diss, because I love Trossard. I love Trossard. But I look at it, for me, that in terms of the squad that we're trying to build, he is probably the one that needs to step away at the end of the season so that we can continue to build what we're building. Martinelli's still got the youth on his side.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that Trossard's done. I'm not saying he's done out here, because he's shown us he's not done out here. His numbers speak for themselves. But it's funny how the player who was the best impact player is now starting to join the conversation as a starter.
And we know he still has that impact from the bench. He showed it against Villa. He literally showed. And
Even if you bring another player in, he's a good one to keep around as long as he's willing to stay, because you know he can deliver when he comes on. And again, this goes back to what I'm saying with City. Is City have players that they know can deliver when they come on. I think the only positions where it's a little bit up and down is the goalkeeper position. Yeah, you ain't got the number 1 keeper in. It's a little bit sticky. Yeah. Haaland, I mean, who in the world could replace Haaland? Who in the world could replace him? Like, he's it, innit? Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I don't think if he had Isak behind him, Isak can't match his numbers.
No chance.
Do you know what I mean? And that's no disrespect to Isak. Baller. Ekatike can't match his numbers. No disrespect to him. Baller.
But he's already won the Golden Boot. He might not even, like, I think, how many goals has he got? I think he's got 19, you know. I don't know if anyone's going to even, or someone will probably get to 20, but
Haaland's
that
chasing
race.
down the Premier League record scorer. That's what he's chasing down, bro.
Yeah.
That's what he's chasing down. And he'll get there. He'll get there.
Nah, I think
unless he decides to leave, he will get there.
Yeah,
Because that man there, if he wants to, he could lick 60 a season. Light work. Monster.
Nah, the strikers need to be, they should be ashamed, man. I'm looking at it. I'm looking at the charts. Obviously, Haaland's on 19. Second, Igor Thiago from Brentford, 11 goals. Then you got Semenyo, 9 goals. Ekatike and Calvert-Lewin, 8 goals. Welbeck, Walter Maid, Mateta, Rogers, Richarlison.
But last season was the season of the traditional striker.
Wood.
Look at Wood. You took the name right out of my mouth. Look how he was licking down, man. Fire.
Yeah.
We don't play that. Right? But look how he was brucking up teams.
Yeah. No.
And nobody when they were picking their FPL team at the start of the season was even halfway thinking Wood, unless they were using AI.
Yeah. No, it's true.
Yeah.
He's always been a striker that can score, but
remember, it comes around in seasons, doesn't it? Like, it comes around in little phases. Because remember, everyone was going through the phase of the false 9, and the false 9 was it. And then obviously, Conte had his little thing with the 3 at the back, and everyone was experimenting with 3 at the back. And do you know what I mean? Like, these things, they come around in cycles, don't they? If you've been around long enough, you recognize some of these things that come around in cycles, isn't it? Some might argue that the way that Arteta and Pep play is almost a reworking of the total football that was played by Ajax and clubs of those times back in the day. Like, they've just reworked it for a modern game. Like, there's not a new under the sun, I suppose, is what I'm saying. So these things, they come round in cycles, innit? It's just you have to be quick enough to know when to adapt to when the changes are coming and be able to read what your players can do and what you can get from them. And I think the evolution of Arsenal is when you can maybe change the formation live in game. When you can just bring a player on, switch it, change it around. All right, they got to work out a new way to mark us. Yeah, just to take the element of predictability out. Once we can do that, we can have a dynasty in this thing. We can rule for a long time if we get that right.
I hear you, man. I'll let you have the last word, man. So, people, 2 hours, 10 minutes in. Make sure you're smashing the like button and
Beat up the like button. Come on,
smash it.
bro, and share it out as well, man. Let's grow the propaganda machine. Let's make that be well known everywhere, wide.
Yeah, come on, man. And my brother, it's always a pleasure. Thank you for
Pleasure,
joining
man.
the stream. And people, we'll see you all on the next one. Stay safe because it's cold outside. Bless.
100.